Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome to the Fresh Fit Podcast. We're here with special guest Slim from Tallguy Car Reviews, man. This is going to be a lit one, guys. Let's get right into it, baby. What's up, guys? Welcome to Fresh Fit Podcast, man. So real quick announcements because we got a great show for you guys today, man. I've been actually waiting for this one.
And shout out to all the G Squad in the building.
To the G Squizzle.
Yep.
Real quick, guys, we have a clips channel now. It's FreshandFit Clips, guys. Please subscribe to that channel. Get us to 10K and help us grow on there. We're going to be putting all our clips from all our podcasts on there. We're going to be uploading a video every single day.
Yep.
Shout out to our boy Tom that's managing that channel as well. FreshandFit Clips. Also, guys, merch in stores. You know, you can get your FreshandFit t-shirts or you can get the Punish Bad Behavior.
And the G Squad t-shirts.
Yeah, get the G Squad. We looked at some of the gear.
Tallguycarreviews.com, man. Go get that shit.
That's clean, man.
We saw a sneak preview of some of that gear, man. It's pretty lit.
Yeah, I got even more legendary merch coming that nobody's ever known. You know what I'm saying? Other than my closest inner circle, I got some real exclusive shit coming.
All right. That's lit, man. And then
Tallguycarreviews.com.
And then we got, and the links will be below for all Slim stuff, guys. And then Spotify, guys, we're on Spotify, Apple, and Google Podcasts. Go ahead and listen to us there. Just make sure you have headphones because this is definitely not safe for work type content. And then, guys, our party is this Saturday, okay? May 15th. It's going to start at what time again?
10 p.m.
10 p.m.
But get there early because girls are going to be there from 9 p.m.
Yeah. Get there early, guys. You know
y'all got a top of the move guest there with y'all, too.
Hey, man, we got MrOrganik
Mr.
going to be in the
Organic
building.
in the house, man.
Superstar himself.
The Gargoyle Gang, man. So he's going to be there, guys, and we're going to have a bunch of people stunt lifestyle. We're going to have Miriam, Miss Touch and Go.
Smooth Joe's going to be there, too.
Oh, Smooth Joe's going to be there?
Too.
Oh, we're going to have everybody there, bro. It's going to be lit. We're going to have anyone that's big in Miami is going to be out there,
We got
bro.
Art of Kicks as well, the big YouTuber. He's coming through as well, Art of Kicks.
Yep. So,
who else? We got a bunch of people coming,
Don from Shop coming in or no?
Who?
No.
Don?
No.
Right,
Nah, Don won't be able to make it. But yeah, guys, it's gonna be lit, man. Come to that party. Tickets are on sale. That we're gonna put the link below. And then finally, guys, patreon.com/freshfit if you guys want to see exclusive behind the scenes stuff of me kicking out annoying girls. But anyway, without further ado, man.
Man, welcome back to Tallguy. Yo, real talk, right? I gotta say this. When you see somebody on camera, right, it's one thing.
Yep.
You get an image of them, perception, that's one thing.
Yep.
But in person, man, he's the same way. I swear to God, bro. Him and Organic, I'm like, bro, it's like I'm watching you on video. Yeah. But in real life, it's crazy, man. Real deal Holyfield, man. So shout out to you, brother.
Appreciate it,
How you doing, brother?
Thank you. I'm blessed, man.
Well, first of all,
thank y'all for having me. You know what I'm saying?
No, man, thank you for being here, bro.
Sure.
Like I said before, like, cause obviously we've been talking quite a bit off camera, and I was telling Fresh, like, you know, we're watching these guys. And now they're here working with us. It's like, it's surreal, man. It's crazy. You know what I'm saying?
And it's funny. You remind me of him. Because I feel like the dreads that you
I can
guys
see that, though. I can see that, though.
Yeah.
I fuck with him, though.
Right.
I fuck with both of y'all. Y'all some cool, legendary motherfuckers, man.
And then one more thing.
Thank you.
You're about to get married, bro, right?
Yeah.
You took the time. You just got a house too, bro.
Yep.
Took the time. Come on to Miami. Chill with us.
Yeah,
vibe with
facts.
us. You got shit going on in the background. That's some love, brother, for
Thank
real.
you, man.
didn't
Yeah,
have to
appreciate
at
it.
all.
Yeah, don't let the humbleness fool you guys, man. Like these guys are real busy, man. These guys are workhorses, man.
Yes.
You know, I mean, him and MrOrganik, and you know, obviously your wife is famous in her own right. So it's like, you know, for that you guys to take time out of your week to come and mess with us out here in Miami, you know, all the way from LA, we really appreciate that,
for
man.
sure, man.
Facts.
We appreciate y'all, man. You know what I'm saying? For showing love and laying out the red carpet the way y'all did.
Yeah.
Got some great hosts. You know what I'm saying?
Thank you.
man.
We try.
Fresh trying to take us everywhere every damn day. He trying to take us to 10 different places in a day. You like, hey, Freshman, I'm tired, bro. You know what I'm saying? Shit. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, man.
facts, man.
So question, brother. For anyone that doesn't know, how did you get the name Tallguy Car Reviews? And how is it starting your channel on YouTube?
How was it started, you said?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, let's start with the first one. First one, I didn't know I was going to turn into what I was on YouTube. I just, you know, I see everybody like has like different names. I wanted my name to make sense. Like, I think, you know, a lot of people started it with like, you know, a crazy name and probably didn't really know what they was going to turn into. You know what I'm saying? And so I just wanted something that was me, but I also wanted something that I enjoyed doing. Like, so I'm a tall guy, right? I'm a tall guy. And I like
Taller than me, damn it.
Yeah, for sure. You know what I'm saying?
Wait, how tall are you?
6'10".
God damn. damn it.
Yo, bro, I was
Depends
tight.
on the day.
I took some pictures next to him and Organic. I was like, fuck these niggas, man.
Now you know how I feel every day.
I was mad. One of the pictures, Tallguy was like this on me. I was like, man, fuck you, bro.
He said, man, you got up with the elbow on me? I said, yeah, man, I had to, brother. I'm sorry. You know what I'm saying? It's a habit, you know?
Oh, man.
But no, and car reviews just came from, I enjoy car reviews. Like, so it's like before I had a cool car, I always like love watching car reviews. Even if it was a car I wasn't gonna get, it could have been, you know, an old Lexus. It could have been a new BMW. It could have been a Hellcat. It could have been a Challenger that wasn't a Hellcat or a Charger. I enjoyed watching car reviews because I felt like, you know, I don't know, I was kind of bipolar as far as what car I wanted, you know what I'm saying? And I feel like I didn't know everything about all cars, so I kind of just, you know, educated myself with car reviews. So I was like, I learned a lot of stuff watching just car reviews on YouTube. So by the time I started it, I was like, man, I'm gonna be like a tall guy and I like car reviews. So I just put two things together that would never change. I always loved doing car reviews. I slowed down car. I ain't did car review in a long time, you know what I'm saying? But I still enjoy them and I still watch them, you know what I'm saying? But I just ain't did one in a while. So yeah, it's just a process with them shits, you know. But the tall guy, I knew I'd always be tall.
Yeah.
God willing, anyway. You know what I'm saying?
And I think what makes you unique is that you're so tall and you do these car reviews with sports cars too. You know what I'm saying? So
Small
it's
cars,
like
big cars, SUVs, trucks, didn't matter what it was. And I've always liked it. So it's like, I want to do it. I even still want to do it now. But the thing is like, I kind of let the people choose. You know, like the real core people that's been fucking with me from the beginning, you know, they like the car reviews, and I made history with it with my dog, MrOrganik, and we did something that nobody ever done before, you know, and just kept it pure. And we was really us while doing a car review. You know what I mean? We wasn't scripted. We didn't plan anything. We didn't say, hey, let's redo that again and let's say it better this way. We just kept it pure. So it's like if you know, let's say y'all never hopped in a car before and a car dealership just say, hey man, here's a Lamborghini, here's a Mercedes. Like, how would you act if there wasn't no camera on? And that's what we did.
Stupid.
Yeah,
I'd be
like,
stupid.
well, and here's
Come
the
on,
thing.
man.
Yeah.
Here's the thing. He's not capping about that, guys, because his video guy was just here and we were shooting some content, and
Sway
we did
money.
it all. We did it. Shout out to Sway.
Yeah.
We just did it all in one shot. We didn't do no other takes, whatever. If we made a mistake, it's like, oh no, just keep it going. You know what I'm saying?
100%.
So, and people could feel that when it's like when there's a lot of jump cuts or whatever, it's not as genuine. You know what I'm saying? So
it's
when
not
there
pure.
are mistakes here or there, they're like, oh okay, well they did it in one take. This is them. This is really them. So
Right.
yeah,
100%. I
yeah,
appreciate that.
So,
And I
dude,
like that.
You started from the Honda, right?
Yeah.
To the Lambo where you are right now. Tell us how it was doing videos in a Honda. How did that go for you? Like, what inspired you to say, you know what, one day I'm gonna make it at least to some level? Because I know you didn't expect this to happen like this way, but what inspired you to like keep going after like starting from the Honda?
Man, it was the response from the people. You know what I mean? And shit, the money too to keep it pure. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like,
of course.
Like, you know, at that time I was really, you know what I'm saying, fucked up and down and out a little bit, you know, and I put all my eggs in one basket with getting that Hellcat. So it's like to be able to do something I love and I would have did for free, and then I got paid pretty much for having that car. It was like, damn, I would have just made these videos for nothing. You know what I'm saying? Because I just enjoyed the process, and you know, and being able to tell people the pure shit, the real shit. So it's like, and I'm getting paid to do it. I was like, yeah, man, it's a blessing, it's an ultimate blessing. So it's like, that's what made me keep going. The responses from the people, and I seen how I was helping people. I seen how people, you know, was really dialed in with that shit. You know what I'm saying? So I just was everything on YouTube that I wanted to see when I was just, I watched YouTube for 6 years when I came home from prison, you know what I'm saying, before I actually became a YouTuber, you know what I'm saying? It was like, so I just was everything what I wanted other people to be. I wanted people to keep it real. I want people to keep it pure. I want people to give a blueprint, say how you did it, you know, and that was very important to me. And I felt like a lot of people just had like not a lot of nice shit, but was just saying, look at me and my cool fly shit, but they not really teaching nobody how to get it. That was important to me, so.
That's very important. He saw the marketplace, looked at the videos, so you know what? I could do better here. Came into the space, did better. I mean, he made his own lane.
Yeah.
That's powerful, man.
Yeah.
That's like us. We saw what the marketplace had to offer. We came in, added real value from our point of view, and then boom, we're here today.
You find your niche, you get rich, was my dog 3 always say, and it's a fact. You know what I'm saying? So it was like, that's what we did. You know, we found our niche. And I, like you said, I looked, I examined, I said, why ain't nobody doing this shit? There weren't no black people doing this shit at the time. You know what I'm saying? And at the same time, if there was some black dudes, it was like a nigga nerd. It was like black trying to be white. Nothing wrong with it. You know what I'm saying? But I just wanted somebody that I could correlate with and that other people could relate. Because if I'm watching these people and I'm coming from prison, I'm going through all this shit, you know what I'm saying? I know there's other people like me that's watching too. Because if I'm watching and look at everything I went through in life, there's other people out there like me watching.
Of course.
So it's like, you know what I'm saying? Why wouldn't they tap in with me then if I did it? You know what I'm saying? So that was ultimately, why not? Why didn't I do it? Why not me? Why can't I do that? So I just did it, and then the rest is pretty much history. And the name kind of just stuck. You know what I'm saying? Now I might as well just be called Tallguy because I don't even do car reviews no more. You know what I'm saying? Shit.
So I got a question, man, and we were discussing this. We were at dinner last night at Komodo for those of you guys that like fine dining in Miami.
Yes.
But
It was good too.
And it was pretty good. But you know, it wasn't always the glitz and the glamour and the car reviews and the YouTube and obviously you're very very nice, humble guy and everything else like that. What people don't know is that don't try this dude, man, because you weren't always you weren't always like this. And can you give the people a little bit of about your background and then obviously some of the adversity you dealt with going to prison and becoming a 7-time felon and everything else like that?
100%.
Because I think it's very important that the people need to realize that people always look at the finished product, and they rarely see what went into that finished product. So I kind of want people to see, hear your story of how you came up.
All right, for sure. Well, I mean, I always say don't judge a book by a cover because I think if you judge me just by looking at me, you know what I'm saying, you definitely would judge wrong. You would definitely guess wrong.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, and I feel like a lot of people found that out in a different way. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, but the thing is, I've always been this dude. I've always been a humble dude. I've always been a caring dude. I've always, and that's part of the reason why it didn't work out for me in the streets too, is because I am a dude. I got a conscience, you know what I'm saying? Like, so it's like, but I didn't really realize it until it was too far gone in the mix, you know what I'm saying? And that's when I went to prison. But to just kind of give you a backdrop with it, man, I don't even know how to explain it. Grew up.
We got time. Let's do it, baby.
Yeah.
You grew up in Minnesota, right?
I grew up Minneapolis, Minnesota, North Minneapolis. So that's like, one of the hoods in Minnesota.
Yeah. Right.
So it's like, I grew up over there and, typical thing, you know what I'm saying? Single mother, you know what I'm saying? 4 boys, struggling to get it, but always got it, always found out a way, you know what I'm saying? And pulled off the miraculous. So big respect and shout out to my mom for that shit. Because I look back now and I'd be like, what the fuck? Life could be hard just dolo.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
facts.
saying? I'd be like, damn, she did that shit with 4 little niggas and shit. My mom the only white woman in the hood. You know what I'm saying? Like, the traumatizing shit that had to come with that.
So your mom is Caucasian, your dad's African American?
Oh
Okay.
yeah, full time. You know what I'm saying? On both sides. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And my dad.
I hate you light skinned guys, bro. That's for the rest of us.
Nigga, you type light skin, so shit.
Yeah, you are.
Yeah, but he's like the real light skin with the colored eyes and shit, man. I hate dude. Like if I go to a club, I see something like that, I'm like, all right, man, I'm just.
Well, I gotta
go
say
out.
for all my dark skinned niggas, we're still winning. Shout out to Kanye West and all those niggas, all right? We're still winning over here, all right?
You know what I'm saying? You see these light skinned dudes with the colored eyes, you be like, nah, man, I'm going somewhere else.
And it's all on you too.
Yeah, it's all to me too, man. That's
Hold
bullshit.
on. But they got a point to prove, though. They got a point to prove. Don't play with them. They got a point to prove.
I mean, I ain't gonna lie, and me and my dog 3 always say it's like if you see a light skinned motherfucker look like me, you either a head buster nigga or you pussy. It's one of the two. But there's no in between though. If you really come from the hood and you was a light skinned nigga, it's one of the
facts.
two.
No,
Straight
true.
head buster or that motherfucker pussy.
Facts.
One of the
facts.
two. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's
Shut
it.
the blocker.
You know what
Oh,
I'm
yeah,
saying?
he would know.
Yeah,
Trey would know.
100%.
Sorry,
You
Chris
know
would
what I'm
know.
saying? That's a fact. But no, and my dad, typical hood nigga, you know what I'm saying? From Chicago, Southside Chicago. You know what I'm saying? Motherfucker ain't got it all in the brain, you know what I'm saying? And they never was together, you know what I'm saying? Ever. So it's like, my mom did what she did and shit, I tried the best, you know what I'm saying, to, live up to what she wanted me to be and stuff like that. And shit didn't work out, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, I felt like you try to be on the up and up, but I felt like eventually, you know what I'm saying, only the strong survive as far as, making it out of the hood unscathed.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
sure.
So I felt like, I eventually succumbed to that. So it was like, I wanted the cars, I wanted the cool shit. I'm looking at the dope boys in the hood.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And this shit right here, working this job ain't cutting this shit. You know what I'm saying? And then at the same time, I grew up in the hood fighting a lot. You know what I'm saying? So not only did I fight for myself, but I also fought for my brothers. You know what I'm saying? I was the wild one. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, my dad got 5 boys, 3 of us been to prison. You know what I'm saying? So to give an understanding, and my youngest brother, Robert, he's in prison right now. You know what I'm saying? Anybody out there want to go put some money on my nigga J-Pay, it's Robert Barrett. You know what I'm saying? Make sure you tap in MNDOC. But yeah, so that was pretty much it. And we, went sideways with it, got into the streets, and long story short, ultimately ended up going to prison. But I felt like I tried being on the up and up, you know what I'm saying, for sure. But then shit, life took its course. And
What'd you go in for?
I went in for aggravated robbery and a second-degree assault with a deadly weapon.
Oh, shit.
Yep. So, when you first start doing that shit, like I felt like I started off like everybody else, selling weed, nickel and diamond, some weed, you know what I'm saying, on the block, on the street.
Yeah.
And then you gradually work your way up. Then I tried crack for a little bit. I wasn't fucking with that shit. You know what I'm saying? Big paranoid in the brain with that shit. You know what I'm saying? And then, and it was a different type of game and a different type of hustle that came with selling crack versus selling weed.
Of course. Way higher stakes, bro. The clientele you're dealing with.
It's different, my nigga. That shit is different. You know what I'm saying? So
went from rich suburban white kids to just
man,
like crazy.
it's different.
I need some now.
That shit is different, dog. You know what I'm saying? And even the people that's just selling it is different. The people that you got to run across is different. It's a different type of, grind. You know what I'm saying?
Of course.
So it was like, I got locked up, went to juvenile, got popped doing that shit. I got popped before in juvenile, stayed in a foster home for a few months, whatever it was, and then, made it out of that. And then I just had a breadcrumb of trails that pretty much, like, looking back on, I was like, that nigga definitely going to prison. When I look back at it now, but at the time, I feel like, you're just going through the roller coaster of life. Cool?
Yeah.
But I feel like you just go through the roller coaster of life, and 1 minute you're up and you're trying to do right, and then you fall down, and then you try to do right again, and then you go back down, and then I feel like it's just in the midst of that grind in that life, I felt like eventually I just lost my way, and then I didn't really have time to sit down and really look at how I was spiraling downward. You know what I mean? Until I sat in prison and I got sentenced to 6 years. I did 4 years, and I'm sitting in a cell, and I'm like,
and it was for, and you said, because you said 7 times, so like did they convict you of 7 different felonies, or?
So here, this is actually funny. So it wasn't funny at the time, but
we can laugh at it now.
We can laugh at it now, but yeah, no. So I actually got charged with 10 counts of first-degree aggravated robbery.
Oh,
right, yeah, 10
you
counts.
punched a nigga 10 times, or like?
No, so it's first-degree aggravated robbery.
Yeah.
So it's like, so if you know how degrees work, right? So like, when you hear movies, they say first-degree murder.
Yeah.
First degree in anything is the worst.
Yeah,
right?
of course, yeah. Premeditated, you planned it,
All
like
of it.
sadistic.
Yeah, but with robbery is different. But you got like 5 degrees. I don't know how every city and state work, but you might got first degree, second degree, third degree, and then like 4th, 5th is like little misdemeanor shit and little, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But first and second, more than likely you're going to prison.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Facts. Yeah.
And I had 10. So it was like, pretty much what happened was after the weed, after dabbling and trying to crack shit and all that, and then next continuously fighting, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You get I always say I got like a light-skinned, green-eyed nigga syndrome. You know what I'm saying? For sure. It's like, niggas like, hey, brother, it's dark-skinned niggas and light-skinned niggas, man, in the hood.
Yeah.
That shit was like Bloods and Crips. You know
Yeah,
what I'm saying?
yeah,
And then another thing that, you deal with definitely with a nigga like me is like, I'm an overly loyal person. I'm an overly caring person. I've always been this way, even in the streets. You know what I'm saying? So when I fuck with somebody, I've learned, how to move accordingly with people, because you go in thinking one way, and then you like, damn, this nigga, I thought we was cool, nigga. You know what I'm saying? And you end up finding that they on some other totally different shit, and most of the time it was dark-skinned niggas. So it was like, I was getting into it with niggas at a rapid rate. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it was like either you fight, you know what I'm saying, or you goddamn run.
Yeah.
Which one you gonna do? Fight or flight?
Yeah.
I was like, fuck that shit. It's flight. It's fight every time. I ain't taking flight with nothing.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
because then
saying?
they're gonna come back after you if
100%.
because they're gonna know, oh, we could bully this dude.
Yeah.
We're gonna keep doing
and
it.
all my brothers is light skinned niggas now,
Yeah.
so let's keep it pure. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So it's like, niggas ain't about to keep coming around this way fucking with niggas. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? So even though I didn't want to be a fighting nigga, I never enjoyed it. It was like I said, it's fight or flight. So which one you gonna do?
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? You gonna let niggas keep playing with you, or you just gonna go to the mook on these niggas?
Exactly.
Whatever it take.
And this is
that's
like
what I
15 years ago. Like, people don't understand that, like, it's not as socially acceptable now to be interracial as it was back then. You know
Right.
what I'm saying?
100%.
So like, if you're a lighter skinned guy, whatever it is, they're gonna try you a little bit more. Like,
Right.
now it's more, there's more interracial relationships.
Right.
It's more common to have people that are mixed. But only 15 years ago, it wasn't like that. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
100%.
So
and I feel like with dark skinned niggas, they just don't get tried as much as light skinned niggas. It's just, you know what I'm saying? They just
they're scared of us.
Nah, they just look more intimidating.
Yeah, they're
you
scared
know
of
what
us,
I'm
bro.
saying?
Yeah, real
So
talk.
it's like,
It's true.
niggas be feeling like, nigga, this nigga,
Facts.
what you gonna do,
Yeah.
nigga?
It's
And
true.
then you gotta turn up on niggas. Even though you might not want to.
Yeah.
It's like, you wanna let this shit get on, you wanna go crazy on niggas and let everybody know, hey, I'm not the nigga to be fucked
exactly.
with.
Yeah. You
And
gotta
that's
set a
also-
precedent from the beginning.
Yep.
And this is you only experience this like if you're in, if you grow up in a certain area, you're African American, then you're gonna know within your own race that like some people are gonna try you, some people aren't, just based off the way you look. You know what I'm saying? So
Facts.
definitely.
And
yeah.
I said that in my life story, like, when you're a light skinned nigga in the hood, it's like you're in a tough spot. You're really torn, because it's like, okay, yeah, my mom white, yeah, my dad black, but if we're looking at just a white and black community, I go to a white community, they look at me like I'm a nigga,
Yeah,
right?
facts,
But then I'm around niggas and I'm in the hood, and I ain't enough of a nigga.
Yeah.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's like, y'all
can't
looking at
win.
me like a white boy, they looking at me like a nigga.
Yeah.
You can't win.
You can't win. So it's like that shit did something to me, and it made me turn up. And then I felt like, from there, shit was just all bad. You know what I'm saying? I didn't know how to turn it off. So by the time I went to prison, it was the same thing. It was fights all the time, nonstop. The same shit, put niggas in the cell. Let's go these rounds or whatever it is, nigga, to the death. So that shit's hard to break.
You ever got the reference Lil Baby?
Yeah. People said that before too. Shout out to Lil Bibby, man.
Shout out to him, man.
People have said that all the time, man, with the voice between how we look, all that shit. Funny.
It's funny, bro.
The hair.
Damn.
Yep, niggas have said that for sure.
All right, I'll hit these real quick.
Super chats
Okay,
real quick.
Ricky Webster, $10. Got to give credit to Tallguy for the love shown and positive energy given the other night. I love my FreshandFit family. French toast props too. Thank you
Shout
so
out
much,
to Ricky
Ricky.
Webster, man.
$5. Simmer Singh. Been grinding, haven't been able to catch a live show in a while. Glad I'm here for this one. Let's get it.
Thank you,
Absolutely,
brother.
man. These shows are better than these, these ones when we have the bimbos on. So, Cali Papa Chuck's $100. Good topic today. I legit just upgraded my Lexus wheels, tint, dash cam, remote start. I was debating all year on buying a new car, but my ish still clean. Hate car payments. Such a waste. Just upgrade your old car, fellas. Keep more free cash flow. PLNHF. Hashtag and then 100. Thank you.
Thank you, Callie.
Thank you so much for that. And then we got Jay Wood. Fresh, can you read that one? I'm blind.
Yeah, Jay Wood $5 says, as a light-skinned dude from the hood, I went through the same thing. He is 100% right. Dark skin still hate on you. I was in 40 fights. I feel you. Damn.
That shit
bro,
pure.
And people aren't getting notified, so make sure you guys turn on the bell and resubscribe to our channel.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Yeah.
And
guys.
yo, real talk. If you're on Twitch, shout out to y'all. We're gonna take over Twitch as well, so be careful. We're coming. Cool.
All right, are we good to go?
Good to go.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, we're caught up. Go ahead,
So
Fresh.
next question, bro. So let's say this, right? You were a part of your environment,
Right.
but how did you kind of like overcome that after you got out? Because I feel like once you got out, it could have been, you know what? I give up. I'm never gonna be anything. What made you say, you know what? Fuck this shit. I'm going all the way to the top.
Right. Well, I can't even chalk it up to being a product of your environment, right? Because it's like then you kind of like throwing the blame over there. So it's like I did that, I did the wrong, so I can't blame nobody but myself. You know what I'm saying? But you know, it definitely did influence me in a way because I had a choice. At the end of the day, I had a choice. Like I didn't have to go do that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like from the weed to the crack to the fight and all that shit, and even the robberies. Like even when I started with the robberies, it was like, you know, it started off, you get a cap gun, you goddamn tape it black, you take off the orange shit. Yeah.
Damn.
And I never shit it where I ate. You know what I'm saying? So I never ever robbed niggas in my own hood, ever. You know what I'm saying? Like I went out there to the suburbs, got the white boys, you know what I'm saying? Like I never, pizza man, all that shit. I never ever I burglarized
Damn, you're robbing
homes.
pizza guys, bro? Damn.
I ain't gonna lie, I've done a lot of shit. I went in the home, did the home shits, all that. I've done a lot, you know what I'm saying? But the thing was, it was like when I got caught for the shit I did when I was into my 16, going in the beginning of 17, you know what I'm saying? And doing the robberies and shit like that. So with the pizza niggas and just stupid shit. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, that's so I can't chalk up nothing to the product environment. Like, yeah, I wasn't educated. You know, I didn't know a lot of shit. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, I had a choice early on. Either turn down or turn the fuck up. I chose to turn the fuck up. So it's 1,000,000,000% my fault. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I had a choice to make. I didn't have to go that
A lot
route.
of people won't admit that, bro.
Yeah, they
That's like
won't.
100% accountability. Like, nah, I ain't even gonna blame the environment.
I can't
me.
do that.
This
Right.
is me.
That was me. And then, like I said, it was like, what was more important to me at the time? Being pussy or doing this shit, man. Doing this shit, nigga ain't about to play with me. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, you make your bed, you lay in it. You know what I'm saying? So by the time I got caught and all that shit, that's when they gave me like the 10 charges. I was on the fucking news and everything. I mean, so it's good understanding.
Shit.
Yeah, I remember I was trying to get bailed out of one of the county jails because I had to go to a few different county jails, like 4 different county jails, because my robberies was like sprees of robberies. So we had man, it was like, I don't even know what the statute of limitations is, but
No,
we had
yeah,
did,
go ahead,
we
yeah.
had did so much shit, you know what I'm saying, in a 1-2 year span, you know what I'm saying, because it started off, did like burglaries, like, little shit, you know what I'm saying, then you steal somebody's goddamn shoes in the gym, or, you know what I'm saying, little shit, you know what I'm saying. I never actually did that, but I'm just using it as an example, right?
Yeah.
So it's like, then it went from to the being in the home invasion, and then going in and doing the robberies, and then next thing you know, it just led and got worse and worse and worse and worse because I keep getting away.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like the more you get away with it, the more you think
Brazen you're gonna become
Yeah,
with,
1,000,000,000%.
with the next robbery. And I'll say
Facts.
this. Since you grew up in an environment where they kind of ostracized you because of your skin color,
Yep.
did you feel that you had more to prove when you were doing these crimes? Like, yo, you know what, man? I got to turn up a little bit more because I got something to prove, because these motherfuckers like think, oh, just because I'm light skinned, I'm sweet. So
Right.
did it make you, I guess, motivate you a little bit more to push it to
100%.
the limit?
Yeah, I had to be the first nigga to pull the strap out, get robbed the motherfucker. I want to be the first one there. You know what I'm saying?
Shit,
I want if it come time where niggas is busting and fighting, I'm gonna be the first one to swing. I'm showing niggas every single time. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, for sure, it was a bit of proving it to myself and trying to prove it to my peers around me.
Gotcha.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not the nigga to be fucked with.
Yeah.
So let me show everybody and myself. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? So it's like I said, it became a point where it's like you just turn all the way the fuck up at a drop of a dime.
And they got you as a juvenile, because you said this was happening
No,
when you
it
were
was
16,
right.
17?
So Okay, so I got arrested February 2007, and I turned 18 December 2006. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, so I got arrested.
So they got you as an adult.
They got me as an adult.
Okay.
Yeah. But the crimes I did was, I was a kid then, but you know what I'm saying? But yeah, within that year though, and all that stuff, and between 16, 17, and all those, you know, crimes and different shit, you know what I'm saying? Like that happened. So it's like, yeah.
Yeah.
Damn.
So I got charged for it then. But I can't chalk it up to product of environment. You know what I'm saying? That was my long story short. But they gave me the 10 counts, and then next thing you know, I pleaded out to 7. And since I was on I was like on, like, it was like, if you've been robbed by this person, you know, call 1-800 Crime Stoppers type shit. And then next thing you know, what happened is I had a
they took it that far with
it was
damn.
serious. You know what I'm saying? And there was times where I was robbing people with no mask and then, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So it was
Bare
just
face.
pure stupid. I was just retarded. You know, it was just stupid. You know what I'm saying? But I did it. And then what happened was you got to understand too, I'm not this height. So it's like, I'm not this tall doing this shit. I never played sports. I never did any of this shit. So I was not like a super athletic motherfucker.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So you got to understand, like, I wasn't like a standout thumb. Like if you're hearing in your story now, you're like, oh, big 6'10", I'm going around robbing. No, I wasn't that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like,
Because you didn't grow until, we talked about this yesterday, for the people that don't know, you didn't grow until you actually went in.
when I went to prison, that's when I really got my growth spurt.
Yeah, okay.
You know what I'm
Because
saying?
you were like 5'10" or whatever before you
so,
went in, right?
Yep, it is. So I was a little taller, but then next thing you know, when in that 4 years, I just blossomed. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then my little brother come see me and shit, and he'd be like, hey, bro, you should try to play basketball. But I'll get to that in a second. But the thing was by the time we got popped for all, like the robberies and shit, it was like, you know, you got to tap out to it because people are coming in at a rapid rate, right? Your lawyer's telling you like, hey, man, we need to just chalk this shit up because if we hurry up and close the case, can't nobody pouring no more new robberies. Can't nobody say, hey, they burglarized my home. Can't nobody say, hey, he might have did my home invasion. Can't nobody say any of that shit.
Because people were coming forward while you were fighting your first case.
100%. So I went to the first county jail and I had 4 counts, right? And then I'm trying to get bailed out of here. And then next thing you know, while I'm trying to get out of here, another county came and say, we got somebody to fit the description with him. And they're looking at him and saying, he's the guy too that robbed me. So then next thing you know, I got to, after I get out of this county, I got to go to this county. I don't even get free. I got to go right on a writ straight from here to here. And then I got to go from this county to that county. I had 4 counties. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I'm going from one jail to another jail to another jail. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, dealing with all these different court systems. So it's like my lawyer was telling me at the time, you know what I'm saying? His name was Rick. Shout out to him. He was like, yeah, man, you need to hurry up and tap out to it. And he asked me, he kept it real with me. He was like, hey, man, I need to know. You need to be honest with me. You know, did you do more shit?
Yeah.
I was like, shit, I already goddamn told on myself with the police. I might as well tell this motherfucker ass. So I was like, shit, yeah, I did a lot more. And then, you know, we went down the whole list and he was like, listen, chalk it up. It's over. You're going to prison. You know what I'm saying? And you just got to wrap your brain around it. So I was with my mom at the courthouse. The first time they offered me a deal, they offered me like 200 some months. So you do the math on that.
Damn.
You know what I'm saying?
Holy
200
smokes.
months.
Something stupid. I can't remember exactly,
10 years.
but it was
no more.
Oh, way more.
Way more. Yeah,
because-
200. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's like then my mom instantly started booing-hooing. I'm wiping tears off my mom's face. Mom is going to be okay.
It's like 20.
Yeah.
It's like
Yes.
20. Yeah.
Yes.
200
So it's
months
like,
is
that
20.
first deal they always offer you is going to be absurd.
Of
You know what I'm saying?
17 years.
Yeah.
Yep. So I'm wiping tears on my mom's face. I told her, hey, mom, it's going to be okay. We got this. You know what I'm saying? And my mom looked at me and was like, no, it's not okay, son. This is not okay. This is fucked up. And I remember I looked at her, I was like, shit, she right. This shit's all bad. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm fucked up. You know what I'm saying? So it's like going from all these different ones. So I had to just hurry up and tap out to this shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I just tapped out.
So they couldn't keep coming at you with the.
They couldn't come at me no more.
Yeah.
You know
Because
what
here's
I'm
the thing,
saying?
they knew you were locked up, so they probably felt safer to. No, you know what? He robbed me too. You know what I'm saying? Like,
100%.
oh, I seen him. Oh, da da. And
100%.
no homo, but you have a distinct look. You know what I'm saying?
Facts. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, some lights can do it with blue eyes. Oh, there's one right there. You know what I'm
Yep.
saying? Like they're gonna know.
Yeah.
So yeah.
So that's what eventually what happened.
Fuck,
you know what I'm
bro.
saying? Then next you know, they was like, okay, they offered me between the 4 counts, they ran it all concurrent. So concurrent is when all your cases go together.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And you only get charged one time with one sentence. And now consecutive is like if you do 4 years
that's
here,
the worst.
you gotta, yeah, that's the worst. You know what I'm saying? So that was our main goal, was to get everything ran concurrent.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And show them like I was just a kid, made mistakes and blah, blah, blah. And you don't got to go do whole life in prison. You know what I'm saying? Let them, you know what I'm saying? Let them get a second chance. And it was the best thing that ever happened because we took they say, okay, we'll drop, we got 10 counts, right? Them shits were certified, right? But they said we'll drop it to 7 counts. So 6 counts of first degree aggravated robbery, and you got to chalk up 1 to a second degree assault with a deadly weapon, and that's ultimately happened. So it went from, just look at the spiral. It went from cap guns and tape and shit to BB guns out of goddamn Walmart to ultimately, and this was the blessing from God. By the time we got into real guns, we got popped. You know what I'm saying? So it was like,
yeah.
you know what I'm saying? So it was like it was okay. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm actually happy that happened. the way that it happened.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
yeah. Because when you get into the real joints, and someone just jerks a little bit, like bang, you know what I'm saying? And then who knows? You might end up with now a murder charge. You know what I'm saying? Off of a robbery that goes bad. There's so many robberies that could have like end up in death just because like someone flinched and they're like, oh, I thought he was gonna do something. Bang.
100%.
Pop Smoke.
But that's the reason why.
Bang.
Pop
Smoke's an example of that.
That was crazy. But that's the reason why. Like even doing these robberies and doing all this shit, I always was like, I didn't really know how much it really bothered me, the shit that I was doing, until you got time to sit down and think, because, you're just young and dumb. You just moving and shit. You just like, hey, man, you got something that I want and I ain't got shit.
Yeah.
I need that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But the thing is like going to court and these people are coming up and they're giving them victim impact statements and shit like that.
Fuck.
And then you like, damn, you start to look at shit differently. You know what I'm saying? You're like, damn, like I didn't know all that was going to come from that. I thought you had it and you just got damn bounced back. You know what I'm saying? But no, that shit really be fucking people up. So it's like hearing that shit, I can't even lie and say it didn't bother me. It bothered the fuck out of me. So hearing that, I was like, damn, I really did that to somebody. Somebody can't go. Now they're afraid to go home at night. They're afraid they don't want to take their car past a certain time. I'm hearing people say their wives getting up on the stand talking about how the husband failed, and, they're crying and they're sad, and that shit moved me. You know what I'm saying? And the thing is like, that's when I was like, yeah, that wasn't even the time like that bothered me. But I'm going to tell you what really changed everything for me is when I went to prison. And then next I started to be like, damn, like it bothered me being in prison. You know what I'm saying? Like it was like, there were some niggas in that motherfucker kicking their feet up, crossing them and playing dominoes all day and having a blast. You know what I'm saying? But I wasn't one of them. So I realized I'd get depressed. Sometimes I get anxiety with certain shit, thinking about if one of my family members passed away or died when I was in this motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? So it's like those things started to bother me when I was in there. And then I look around and some of the niggas I was in the hood and doing a lot of shit with these niggas in here. And some of them cool, some of them in there for murder, some ain't never coming home.
Yeah.
And some are in there for murder and they're okay being in there for murder. Like, no, that nigga deserve to be dead, right? Then there's another nigga who I grew up with and he killed somebody. And on the outside, he's showing everybody in prison that he's still that same nigga. I'm the killer nigga. I ain't nigga to be fucked with. But since this is my nigga, I grew up with him as a kid. He's talking to me and confiding in me, right? Yeah. And I'm hearing how he has bad dreams. I'm hearing how this shit fucks with him, right? And it's eating him alive every day.
But he can't
see
show
his
that.
kids.
He can't show that to everybody else.
Can't show it. Yeah. So, and at the same time, it's too late to show it. Why am I showing it now? You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm going for life.
Yeah.
I might as well stand on this shit now.
Yeah.
So, but the truth is, he can lie to everybody else in the world. But at the end of the day, when you lay your head down on that bunk, you can't lie to yourself.
Yeah.
And there's some niggas that ain't lying to themselves. They really ain't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? But then there's other niggas, like my nigga, it really bothered him. You know what I'm saying? And that shit ate him alive. And that's when I was like, damn. So there's niggas like here that's built for this shit. And then there's other niggas who can man-made build themselves into this shit, but it will bother them. And they gotta live with that shit and it's gonna eat them alive. So it's like what we could do as humans, I think we don't talk about it enough as far as how much courage we can give ourselves to do something. Everybody is capable. If people want to judge me for what I did, everybody is fully capable of building themselves up to rob somebody. Right? Everybody is fully capable of building themselves up and giving themselves whatever courage they got to get to kill somebody. Nobody is exempt from this shit. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And I think I started to really realize that when I was in prison, hearing this shit from one of my niggas. Yeah. Right? And it's like, and then seeing how much respect and all the shit he get. But I'm talking to him, and he's my nigga from, you know what I'm saying, real early childhood. So he feel comfortable telling me these things. Yeah. You see what I'm saying? So it's like, yeah, you got this nigga here, but you also got this nigga here. And this shit, it ain't the same. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, yeah.
It's a
this
very
shit ain't for me.
interesting perspective.
You know what I'm saying? And I was more on this end too about the shit that I did. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, damn, I heard how this shit was fucking people up. I heard what I did and I heard how wrong it was. And I was like, I didn't want to do that no more. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I ain't give a fuck what I had to do. I just knew I was going to get out and I was going to make it.
You know what's the weird part about this though? That like you just said, right? Somebody could be having a bad day, a really bad day. Yep. You cross them the wrong way, fuck it. I'm going to just do it.
100%.
That's why you got to be careful how you treat people, because you never know. They could be having a bad day.
But some people really don't want to do it though. So that's the thing I'm trying to tell you. So it's like, but if you get to a point like it was me or I was in a childhood, like I said, you heard what I said, like, and I'm not ashamed of it. I'm not proud of it. But the way that I taught myself how to turn up to a situation, you know what I'm saying? In a blink of an eye, even if I thought I was going to lose or whatever, we throwing these bitches up in the air. You know what I'm saying? So I was able to build myself up in a way to where it's instant go. Yeah. It's an action. You know what I'm saying? But did I really want to do it? No, I can honestly say I never really wanted to do it. You know what I'm saying? But it was like, it's either this or it's that.
That's an interesting perspective.
You prey a predator.
You can basically, so that's a very interesting perspective that like you can build yourself up to do things that you don't necessarily want to do depending on the circumstances.
100%.
Some might need more motivation, some might need less. But the point is that you can build yourself to get to that point, because what you saw from your friend was he didn't really want to have to take that man's life, but he did it. And now that he's in jail and he's there for life, he's got to stand on that square and be like, yo, you know what? I did it and I don't regret it. But deep down, he did. But obviously, he understands that like, if I retract my stuff, they're going to think I'm weak in here, and then I'm going to have a terrible time in prison. Because in prison, it's all about what you stand on, or you don't want people to test you. So that's a very interesting perspective to have.
It's all about respect.
Let's change gears here. Some more happy thoughts. Super chats real quick.
Okay, so where we at?
See, I think right here.
Super chats real quick. All right, Big Dogs Eat $5. Tallguy, do you ever think about how life would have been if you stayed with the Asian girl after y'all bought that crib and the Corso? And then we got HD 549. Salam from the country of Ismail, the bloodthirsty Morocco. I would join your party, but the borders are closed. Keep up the good work. Thank you so much. Big Dogs Eat again. Does your height come from your dad's side? And that's Big Dogs Eat asking you about your height.
Okay, well, let's start with the first one.
Okay.
Right? With my ex. No, I can honestly say no, because, at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying, we're two grown people. She made a decision, I made a decision, and we both made a decision based off what we thought we wanted to do with our lives. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So it was like, to do that would be backwards stepping. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, how can I drive forward on a highway paying attention and only watching my rear view?
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? Yep. So it's like, you make a decision just like going to prison. You make a decision, you make your bed, you lay in it. You know what I'm saying? All you got to do and think about is what's in front of you. You know what I'm saying? No longer what's behind you. I can't undo what has been done. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, nah, I don't do that. You know what I'm saying? Because if I was to do that, it would be totally backwards and against everything that I stand for and that I tell other people not to do.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You move forward, you handle it. You know what I'm saying? Whatever's done is done. You know what I mean? Like, no matter how much I might regret, robbing people and doing stupid shit and doing the burglaries and doing all that goofy shit. You know what I'm saying? The thing is I can't take it back. You know what I'm saying? So all I can do is move forward and give people my testimony and tell them, like, listen, man, you know what I mean? Here's what I did. Here's how I felt. Was it worth it? No. You know what I'm saying? Now, that goes for anything. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can't take nothing back, so I'm moving forward, everything. Same thing with a relationship.
And that's powerful too, man. So, because we have a lot of younger, impressionable viewers, and I think it's powerful for you to be able to tell them, listen, man, I made these mistakes, so you don't have to. Don't do this shit. Don't go out here. Get it, is it worth losing your life over someone to get a chain or a watch or whatever it may be? You know what I'm saying? Like,
100%.
So, no, that's an important message, man.
So don't make decisions that you can't live with, though. You know what I'm saying? Like, I always tell people, before you make a decision, the biggest thing you should do is say, can I live with this? Because at the end of the day, when you make that decision, you're going to live in it. You make your bed, you lay in it. You know what I'm saying? And whether it's good or bad or hella fucking ugly, you know what I'm saying? You got to take it to the chin. And you got to hope when you get hit in your chin, you ain't got no glass jaw. You know what I'm saying? But don't make a decision that you can't live with. You know what I'm saying? So I don't make decisions that I can't live with. You know what I'm saying? Even the shit I did, that sent me to prison, I live with that. You know what I'm saying? I went through that and it made me better. So if that, you know what I'm saying, made me better, fucking take me down.
Boom.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, absolutely.
So why would I regret anything?
So after you got out, you started playing basketball.
Yep.
And you actually played basketball my hometown.
Yeah, it's crazy.
So can you tell us a little bit about that? How you transitioned from the prison system into athletics and becoming a Division I athlete and everything else like that?
100%. So in the answer to the other question too about who is tall in my family, my mom is 5'7", my dad's like 6'3". You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Right.
So it's like I just got astronomically, I don't know how the hell that happened, but it just happened. You know what I'm saying? But I always say it's God's plan. And this goes into the basketball now. So when I got super tall when I was in prison, I was like, my little brother would always come and see me. And, outside, the only basketball that I played before prison was like, you go to the park with your brothers, but nigga really,
some pickup.
Come on, man, I'm weak as fuck. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was never like the hooper. Like, my little brother, Derrick Jones, Officer Jones, make sure y'all subscribe. He was the hooper. He was the good kid of our family. You know what I'm saying? Like, he was just the one you always knew was going to beat something. You know what I'm saying? Right. Nobody thought that shit with me. I didn't even think that with me. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, that's the only time I really hopped in that shit. You know what I'm saying? And one time when I was like maybe fucking 4th, 5th grade or some shit, I can't fucking remember, you know what I'm saying? But I was fucking horrible. You know what I'm saying? So, but yeah, past that, when I went to prison, my little brother, Officer Jones, he'd come see me and he was like, bro, hey man, you're getting tall. Do you ever think about what you're gonna do when you get out of prison? So a lot of times I was in and out of the hole.
Yeah.
So I went to a max in Minnesota because of fighting. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, okay.
Right. So it's like it was a recurring thing. So my little brother was like, hey, bro, you know, have you ever just thought about, you don't want to be one of them niggas that, you know, keep going in and out of here. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, everybody got family members like that, right?
Yeah.
And I grew up around that shit. So it was like, I didn't want to be that. And he would come to me and he was always the one nigga. He was always like my little brother, but he was always like my oldest brother at the same time. Like he was like, you know what I mean? I don't know how to explain it, but he was just...
He gave that wisdom. Even though he was younger, he gave
He's
that.
3 years younger than me,
Yeah.
too. You know what I'm saying? So it was like, I would do shit, and I was always impulsive. You know, I grew up with ADHD, taking medicine and shit my whole life, so I had some real goddamn ups and downs, you know what I'm saying? And he was always the one that just rolled with me and, you know, worked with me and was patient with me, and I was like always like a slow learner, you know what I'm saying? He'd always take his time with me, and I always appreciated that. So by the time, you know, I went to prison, and he's telling me like, hey, bro, you know, you got to really seriously think about, you know, you keep getting in fights, you keep doing this shit, like, what you're gonna do when you get out of here. And I was like, damn. And at the time, I was in the hole, you know? So it was like, I'm like, damn, man, he right, you know, because I don't want to do
And for
this.
those that don't know, that's solitary confinement.
Yeah,
Because you were getting in fist fights with people that were trying to test you.
100%. So it was like, and a lot of times it wasn't
That
even,
shit fucks with you too.
yeah, but it wasn't even like I was getting tested. I never really ever got tested in prison. What happened was is I'm just a nigga with I got anger problems low key, you know what I'm saying? Like I got a quick temper. So it's like, with niggas, I'll say with niggas, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, and I'm defensive, you know what I'm saying? I find myself in certain situations, like if there's a lot of niggas around me, nigga, you know what I'm saying? Like put that chest out, poke up, nigga, and like, and it's, you know, it's just how I grew up, you know what I'm saying? I don't try to be that way, but it happened. And then most of the time it was situations where like, I just didn't like how you said something to me. It was never like a nigga ever was like, hey, nigga, you's a bitch, nigga, or nothing like that. It was always like, if we talking or something's going on and you say something to me and I don't like how you said it to me, nigga, well, we go to the cell and we can handle this problem right now. You know what I'm saying? It was more like that. And if a nigga didn't want to go into the cell, I'm going to bust on you on the flag. And it was going to be just like that. So you either could pack up your bin and we go to the hole, or we go in the cell and we could do it like that. So most of the time, that's when I got into a fight, that's usually how it was. Or I would sit on something, like I wouldn't like how you said something to me, and then I go back to myself like, that nigga thought I was pussy. And I'll be like, yeah, okay, nigga, watch when they come out with chow. When we come out for chow, nigga, I'm gonna holler at that nigga. And it was usually like that. So then, you know, if they ain't go to cell, then usually it happened right there. And that's how I went to the hole, you know. But long story short, my brother came to see me and he was just like, you know, you need to really, really evaluate your life and what you're gonna do. And I was like, man, he right. And he was like, you should try to play basketball. Mind you, I dropped out of high school 9th grade year. Right. So it's like, yeah, I went for like a little bit and I was fucking out of there. You know what I'm saying? It was never like for me, you know what I'm saying? Like my dog, MrOrganik, say, I always be like, man, I was always that nigga, man. I always got the girls. I always had the fly clothes. I always had the shit. It wasn't like that for me. I wasn't the nigga that always got the girls, right? I wasn't the nigga that had the fly shit. I was bummy, you know what I'm saying? Holes in the shoes type nigga. Never was like in the cool crowd. Never had friends or none of that. My little brother was like, my brothers were like my friends. But my little brother was always like my best friend. You know what I'm saying? So it's like outside of that, like I didn't really have friends. You know what I'm saying? Like there's niggas in the hood who I'm on the block and I'm selling weed with, or that I might do robberies or whatever with. You know what I'm saying? But it was never like, you know, these are like my friends. You know what I'm saying?
Gotcha.
Like not people that was like trusted and like within. You know what I'm saying? Like it wasn't like that.
And I could tell that your brother knew how to speak to you.
He did.
Because you can't come to Tallguy with no bullshit. You gotta come to him a certain type of way. And he can respect you, and then he'll listen to you.
100%.
Yeah.
And that's how he always moved with me. And he always showed me he had my back, and he gave me patience. And that's all I ever wanted. You know what I'm saying? I just wanted loyalty, patience, and show me you got my back. You know what I'm saying? And if I got that, a nigga could show me that one time with me. A nigga scratched my back one time. I'll scratch your back 1 billion times just off the one time you've ever scratched mine. You know what I'm saying? That's how I've always been. And I've never had that reciprocated from niggas that was in my hood. So, you know what I'm saying? I never, ever, like I would always find flaws in people's character that make me stop fucking with people. You know what I'm saying? So that's why my circle is so small now to this day. You know what I'm saying? So my little brother, when he's telling me, like, hey, bro, and I'm seeing him, he's becoming like, when I went to prison, you know, he was doing basketball, he was doing his sports, he was doing like fucking hockey, football, basketball. He was one of them niggas, you know what I'm saying? He just did everything, you know what I'm saying? And he was smart, and he was taking care of business, and he was getting bitches, you know what I'm saying? Like, so it was like, he was doing everything, and I was just so proud of him. I'm like, damn, he's just doing so good. Because, you know, he never had no good example in life. So how the fuck is he doing this? He kind of just led his way. And then little do I know now I look back and be like, damn, God put it in him to lead me to be able to do what I did. Boom. You know what I'm saying? I couldn't have did it without him. So it's like, now I look back at it and I understand it. But at the time, I'm just following his lead with shit. And he's telling me, nigga, what you gonna do? You know what I'm saying? I'm like, damn, I don't want my nigga, he gonna be doing shit. I'm gonna be that one brother just goddamn leashing on and I'm not doing, you know what I'm saying? I need to do something with my life too. And he was like, bro, you should try to play basketball. I'm like, nigga, that means I gotta go to school. I ain't even got a GED or nothing at this time. And I'm in a hole. It's like 08. I've been in there for like a year at the time.
Shit.
You know what I'm saying? And then I got 3 years left. So I'm like, yeah, no, I got shit. I got 3 years left. And then I was like, man, so I got out the hole. I went to school and I got my GED. And I was like, fuck it. Because he was like, man, there's a lot of tall niggas that suck, bro. And you getting taller and taller. Every time I come see you, you're getting taller and taller. So I'm like, he's like, there's a lot of tall niggas that fucking suck, bro. So I think you could do good. You know what I'm saying? Like, you ain't gonna suck that bad. You know what I'm saying? I was like, that nigga might be right, though. Because if I built myself up to rob people when I didn't want to, or if I built myself to sell crack even though I didn't want to, even if I could build myself up to be this fighter that I didn't want to be, why couldn't I build myself up to be a basketball player?
Give it a shot.
Why not, right?
Yeah, why not?
What the fuck is the worst that's gonna happen? I'm gonna fail? She already failed. I'm in prison. So it's like, at least if I fail and it don't send me back to prison, I don't give a fuck. I'm cool. I can always do something different.
You built yourself up to do all these negative things. Why can't I build myself up to do something negative, positive?
Facts.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And so, long story short, I was like, man, fuck it. So I got my GED in 09. You know, I ended up getting it a year later, and I had 2 years left. And then next thing I just came up with a plan on what I could do, and I would have people searching up, the weakest JUCOs in Minnesota, like the weakest ones with the weakest teams. You know what I'm saying? Because I was like, man, I probably won't even be able to play there. But you know what I'm saying? That's the one I got a shot with. I got a shot there. So I actually ended up applying for college while I was in prison and got accepted while I was in prison in 2010. Okay. 100%. And then next time I got out and I was like, fuck it. I went full steam ahead, went to a D3 community college in Minnesota. Then next thing I went out, recruited myself to go play out in San Jose City, California. Shout out to Percy Carr, my favorite coach of all goddamn time that I ever had in the basketball shit. You know, I had to transfer my parole to California, all that shit. And it wasn't easy feat when I came home. It wasn't like, oh, now I went from being this nigga, now I'm just a goody nigga. You know what I'm saying? I'm just doing shit right now. I was beating niggas up when I came home. I had institutionalized problems, you know what I'm saying? Like shit that I had to, you know what I'm saying, deal with when I came home. I was lost in the sauce. I'm coming out, I'm fighting niggas, I'm beating niggas up, I'm damn near going back to prison. I'm doing all this shit on parole. You know what I'm saying? I'm damn near getting popped. I go out to fucking California, San Jose. I go out there, you know what I'm saying, put my hands on a couple teammates, you know what I'm saying? One motherfucker ended up, they ended up trying to jump me, call the police on me. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I fucking had to beat a case out there. The motherfucker's trying to give me over 10 years for nothing. You know what I'm saying? On parole. You know what I'm saying? And then one of my dogs, Frankie, man, he ended up getting me out of that situation. Shout out to my dog, Frankie, man. Frankie Johnson, man. You know what I'm saying? His mom and dad came through, had them recant their statement. You know what I'm saying? And the case was able to be dropped. And then I went from there, finished out the year, went through a lot of tough shit. I can't even remember it, like really in systematic order to even give it to y'all like that, because I went through so much shit, so many emotional battles, so many physical fucking battles, because I never.
And you're away from home in another state.
And I'm away from home in another state, and I'm about to go to fucking prison in a whole nother state in California.
Yeah, in California they throw the book at people, bro.
Oh yes, they were trying to get me out of there.
That, man.
Yeah, they were trying to get me out of there. And mind you, I'm a 7-time felon.
Yeah.
In California, these niggas like, man, let's get this nigga out of here.
Yeah, facts.
And that's what they was trying to do. So it was like my nigga Frankie really got that nigga to drop that statement and then get that shit up out of there and recant his shit and change it up, and that ultimately dropped the case. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to my dog Frankie. But then after that, then I went to Baltimore, and my coach at the time, Percy Carr, man, I actually got to go show him some love. You know what I'm saying? Heard he ain't in a real good state. You know what I mean? But he put me on in a place called Coppin State University, and the first one was SJCC, San Jose City College, and then next thing you know, I went to Coppin State and on the East Coast in Baltimore, Maryland. And then he put me on my other second favorite coach. His name was Fang Mitchell. Crazy nigga, man. And I went out there and I redshirted a year because my first 2 years at JUCO college, nobody taught me how to take the right classes. So I had a redshirt, but that coach gave me an opportunity, just like Percy gave me an opportunity. 2 black coaches, 2 top of the motherfuckers, man. And they was like, and they knew what I was dealing with. And even when I was fighting people and I'm doing all this shit at both of these colleges, and I'm trying to work through this shit, they're helping me. They were patient with me. Yeah. You see what I'm saying? Now, keep the patience in mind through all these stories that I'm telling you, because all the people that are close to me.
I'm seeing a trend here.
See what I'm saying?
Seeing a trend
so
here.
It's like, I need that patience. I need somebody to break it down for me. I'm a slow learner, and I got a quick temper. Right? And I got fucking PTSD motherfuckers playing with me. Yeah. So it's like I'm dealing with a lot. You know what I'm saying? And I got traumatic issues from my dad, goddamn, being a child abuser, beating me and my fucking brothers to death every day, being my biggest hater in my fucking life. You know what I'm saying? So I'm dealing with all this shit too. And guess what my dad is? A dark-skinned nigga. You see what I'm saying? Damn. So it's like So let's go real deep with this shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm dealing with all this shit. And at the same time, I'm watching my mom go through shit. I'm watching my mom get beat up by niggas. I'm dealing with, you see what I'm saying? So it's like when we're talking about my temper and we're talking about how to turn myself up and how I had to be a protector and how I had to do all this shit, let's keep all this in mind of the shit that I'm going through as a child. You know what I'm saying? That I'm not dealing with and nobody's showing me how to deal with it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I talked to psychiatrists as kids. I lived in fucking foster homes. People have no idea. I never even talked about this on my life story. You see what I'm saying? So it's like people have no idea. I gave an hour-long story on my YouTube channel, and that's the short story, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? Because there was a lot of things and a lot of people I don't want to throw under the bus, including myself, as far as, you know what I'm saying, the shit I've had to go through and deal with. You know what I'm saying? So mind you, now I go here, and I've got this coach showing me love, and he's giving me patience just like Percy did. Red shirt a year. The next, you know, after that, that coach got released, didn't get re-signed as a coach. So then he recruited me, and that's how I got to Connecticut, and Central Connecticut, and that's how I went D1. You know what I'm saying?
New Brand, Connecticut,
yeah,
man.
well, Coppin State's D1 too. It's HBCU. Shout out to all the HBCUs. And then, then I went to Central Connecticut from there, and that was actually the worst motherfucking coach I hated. I ain't like none of them fucking coaches. Not one of them. They lied to me like a motherfucker. They set me up, you know what I'm saying? And then they got me there, and then they played me. And then my last year, because of my felonies and because of my background and because of what I went through, they looked at it like a negative instead of a positive, and they used it against me. My junior year, my first year at Central Connecticut, you know, I'm playing behind somebody that can't fuck with me on their best day, you know what I'm saying? But shout out to him, you know what I'm saying? But you know, seniority shit, right?
Yeah,
I couldn't understand that, man. If I'm better, hey, fuck all that shit. I don't give a fuck about no seniority. You know what I'm saying? And mind you, I'm a grown ass man amongst boys.
Yeah, because you went to college older.
I'm 22 when I started college.
You went in at 22,
And
that
look at the
obviously
shit I went
changes
through.
dynamics. Yeah,
Changed everything.
Huge.
So I'm a lot more aggressive than niggas, and I'm really blunt, right? And I'm type confrontational. So like in my delivery, but I really don't mean it like that. But it's like I guess I kind of come off like that sometimes when I'm really like passionate about something.
Yeah.
And I didn't mean no harm. So it's like they looked at that like because of my background, and it was like a big thing. It was like some real big shit out there in Connecticut. I told you that. And then next, you know, they pretty much didn't let me play my last year because of that. You know what I'm saying? So instead of looking at what I went through and spinning it into a positive and saying like, man, he really did this, man. He deserved this. This is his last year. Let him go crazy. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
They kept me on full scholarship because they couldn't take me on my scholarship. My GPA was top level, you know what I'm saying, for me anyway. And then on top of that, you know what I'm saying, they couldn't take it away because I didn't do anything wrong. You know what I'm saying? Not in that school.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So they couldn't do nothing, so they couldn't take away my scholarship, but they did have it within their power. I hired a lawyer and everything. You know what I'm saying? They had it within their power and their authority to say they don't want me on the team because they didn't think I was a good look for the team because of my background.
That's bullshit, bro.
So let's think about that. So
I did a year at CCSU, so fuck you guys, man.
Yeah,
fuck you guys.
Them,
I did
them.
a year for the at
100%.
CCSU, and I left too. I transferred, so fuck y'all niggas, man. You
100%.
devils.
Yeah.
I'll say that.
And all the coaches,
Yeah.
fuck them all. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, I wasn't fucking with none of them. To even let them all move like that was pure fraud. You know what I'm saying? And when that shit happened to me, now mind you, think of everything I just told you from childhood to get to college to be able to do all this shit, put my body through this shit. I never fucking did this shit in my life. I'm not no fucking athlete. You know what I'm saying? I built myself up to be this. Just like I built myself to be up in the streets and all this shit. Now I built myself up here, get all the way to the fucking top. I'm D1.
Bro, I feel that pain too because I was a D1 athlete too. Yo, your life is devoted to the sports.
Yes.
You can't you can't be partying like that. You can't.
None
you
of
don't
it.
get that college experience when you're an athlete, bro. So I
100%.
know exactly where you're coming from. That's bullshit because if you don't play, but you go to practice, you work out, you do all these things behind the scenes because people only see a snippet of when you're performing and you're playing the sport like in front of an audience. But bro, that's like a snippet of what you actually put in for the work.
Facts,
You know what I'm
100%.
saying? So like when you don't play, it's an insult because you spend so much goddamn time being on a team and all these other fitness obligations that you have to do, going to the gym, going to practice, going to meetings, watching film, all this stuff. So I know exactly where you're coming from.
Yeah,
Like
but now imagine this though, and I appreciate that, but imagine this. I came home at 22. I never did that shit ever. I wasn't my little brother and then made it D1.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I was a nigga that started at 22. I came home from prison. I'm a 7-time felon. I ain't never did shit right in my life,
Yeah.
nigga.
Yeah.
And then I was working my way up to get a GED, to get a bachelor's degree, to have a good GPA, to stay eligible, to do all this shit.
Yeah.
And then these niggas get me here on my last year and then they play me like that?
Yeah, that's a
Yeah.
slap in the face, bro. I
What?
know. Yeah.
Nigga, I wanted to slap them in their motherfucking face. You see what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
but I couldn't go that route either because y'all gonna get me locked back up.
Facts.
You see what I'm
Right.
saying? So now I'm the type giving me goosebumps even talking about this shit because they had me really fucked up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And at the time,
CCSU
I'm thinking
trash,
it's-
bro.
Oh, they horrible.
I went there for a year.
Even
I was like,
the people that run the shit, the athletic director, to all of them, I talked to all of them, hired a lawyer, everything. That's how I know that was within their power to do that.
Yeah.
Because I was like, no, this shit ain't right. I know this can't be right. But it was, and they were fully within their power to be able to do that since they kept me on scholarship. Had they tried to take away my scholarship, it would have been a problem.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But since they kept me on full scholarship, they could do that.
Exactly.
By the way, the chat is saying your story is so inspirational.
Yeah.
So shout out
Appreciate
to you, bro.
it, man.
No, man.
Appreciate
And you know what's
y'all.
funny about that too? Well, not funny, but you know what stands about that is because even though they stopped that thing for you, your blessing still came through in a different
did.
way. So either way, like you still won at the end of the day. But yeah,
but at the time though, my nigga, it felt like it was over, champ.
Yeah,
you know what I'm
it's
saying?
not fair.
Because how the fuck am I gonna get overseas
Yeah.
with no last senior year?
Yeah.
Them niggas had, and you got to
That's
think
true.
about, okay, yeah, they had
That'll
me-
sabotage you in the
What?
future.
Hell
Yeah.
And then not only that, I'm looking fucking embarrassing. I'm on campus. Everybody knows I'm on that team. Everybody knows I'm that nigga.
Right.
And motherfuckers, hey man, what happened? The games is going on. You know what I'm saying? I tried to go to one of the games to support my niggas on the team because I made some lifelong friends out there, like I told you. So I tried to go there to support, act like it didn't bother me. My nigga, I got that shit almost broke me the fuck down. You know what I'm saying? Because it was like I'm in there, and it wasn't the fact that I didn't get to play for this school or nothing like that. It was like I'm really here. I made the impossible possible,
Yeah.
nigga.
Damn.
And then y'all did that to me? You see what I'm saying? So it's like, even if you don't agree with me, even if you don't like me, how the fuck could you do that to a nigga that got that type of story?
Damn.
How could you do that when you know where I came from? And all the schools I went to, I always gave them a disclaimer on all my visits. I went to every last one of them and told the athletic director, the coach, everybody. I said, hey man, listen, I got 7 felonies. You know, I did come home from prison. I'm not on parole no more. You know, after, the Bay Area, after I got there, I was off parole. So I'm keeping it pure with people, and I'm telling these coaches, I'm telling these athletic directors, I'm telling them. And some schools pulled out when I told them that. Some of the D1 schools pulled out when I told them that. And I respected it. You know what I'm saying? But at least I kept it up front with you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But for the schools, like that school knew. That head coach knew. All the assistant coaches knew. So for y'all to act like to the alumni and all the people and athletic directors and people that ain't acting like they know what's going on and that they didn't notice with my story, that shit was fraud. You know what I'm saying? So to not have me play my last year, I didn't know what the fuck I was going to do because at this point, I put all my eggs in one basket. You know what I'm saying? I'm just trying to, and I never liked basketball. Let's be clear with this.
Yeah.
I was good and I worked my way up to be a top level hooping nigga. But I never liked it. I hated the shit. You know what I'm saying? The shit hurt. It beat your fucking body up.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? That shit is, I never liked this shit.
Rolled
I never,
ankle, sprained fingers, all that. You know,
mind you,
every single time.
Childhood, never watched a basketball game my entire fucking life. You couldn't tell me I watched one fight. The first game I ever watched was in prison. It was actually with my dog Mac Irv. You know what I'm saying? The one I was telling y'all about the other day. Shout out to him. I was trying to learn basketball when I was in prison, and on my tube in prison, I was, like, okay, I'm gonna try to play basketball. Like my brother say, I'm gonna try to watch this shit. And it was like fucking homework to me. I was not ever entertained by basketball. That's why I tell you, I don't even watch football. I don't watch no sports. I don't
Facts.
really fuck with sports.
Me either.
But now I can watch basketball highlights, and I can watch like times like when the teams and the players I like play, I can watch them play. You know what I'm saying? But at this time, I'm like, okay, let me try it. Then I put it on. It was actually my dog Mac Irving, who was playing at the University of Minnesota. You know what I'm saying? And he's from Minneapolis, North Minneapolis. So for him to get on there and I'm watching him, I'm like, damn, that kind of inspired me in a way. And then I ended up meeting him later. You know what I'm saying? I knew about him from the hood, but we didn't like know each other really. He like knew my brothers and shit.
Yeah.
But I was just in the street, so I wasn't in the school shit. You know what I'm saying? So by the time I'm watching, I'm like, yeah, that's a Northside nigga, and he killing shit and he fucking shit up. You know what I'm saying? And that shit inspired me. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, I could get out and I could do this shit. And from that moment, like of watching all these college games and trying to, do this homework, I said, I'm gonna be D1. No matter how crazy that sound.
Yeah.
I said, I'm gonna get out of here, shoot for the stars, aim for the moon, land upon the stars, whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm gonna go D1. So it was like, that sounded crazy. I had people laugh at me. I had coaches laugh at me when they was trying to tell me. I beat up one of my teammates on my first team, and the coach, we had a meeting in there. He was like, "You just can't go around putting hands on people and shit like that." I'm like, at that time, I was really fucked up. I said, "Nigga disrespected me. What the fuck you think it was gonna happen?" You know what I'm saying? And then next thing he's like, "Well, what's your life plans and what are you gonna do with basketball? You need to really think about what you're gonna do." I said, "I'm gonna go D1." I leaned back like this. Him and his son laughed at me. They were the head coach was, I don't even want to mention their name because I don't fuck with them at all. So the last school and the first school, I ain't fuck with them niggas at all. You know what I'm saying? And they laughed at me. It was like, good luck with that. And I went D1. As soon as I went D1, I went back to that school with my merch on from that school. You know what I'm saying? And it was like, yeah, what the fuck we talking about?
Right.
So I made the impossible possible. So for that to happen to me, and then go through all of that shit, and then next thing you know, y'all knocked me off that shit. And then now I'm home, and I don't know what the fuck I'm gonna do. Yeah, I got a bachelor's degree, but what? But my bachelor's degree is even in criminal justice. Ain't that some shit? Yeah, that's some wild shit, right? So I ended up going to prison. And then I'm like, shit, I learned one side of law, but I also learned the other side. And the reason why I really got a bachelor's degree in criminal justice was because...
Your brother?
No, actually, that would have been a good one to just lie about real quick, wouldn't it? Yeah. But no, it was because that was the one that my credits transferred to the best. You know what I'm saying? So I had to go for that niche that was in that HBCU at Coppin State. So that's what ultimately made me eligible.
Tallguy.
Yep, go ahead.
You need a fucking movie. One.
Yeah.
My dog Organic always said that.
And two, your brother's
Shout
in the
out
chat.
my brother Life with Jeremy Barrett,
Super chatted just now.
Go subscribe to my nigga, man.
Life with Jeremy Barrett, $10 says, my brother is an inspiration to his own brothers. It really shows that people can make mistakes and change their life around. Super proud of you, Brody. Appreciate y'all having my brother on. Shout out to your brother.
So,
thank you so much,
can I say this real quick
yeah,
about my brother?
Yeah,
please.
So this is my brother Jeremy Barrett. Life with Jeremy Barrett. Everybody go subscribe. He's a year older than me. We're the only one that got the same mom, same dad, right? This nigga lived with my dad, right? Now, when I tell you our dad was a fucking psychopath, you know what I'm saying? I'm telling you, like, I'm talking about, man, the most degrading shit you could think about a motherfucker could do to a kid. And I don't give a fuck how any nigga feel about this shit, including him. Yeah. The shit that he did, that shit forever changed and fucked me up. You know what I'm saying? And I live with that shit till this day. You know what I'm saying? And that nigga lived with him. You know what I'm saying? I lived with my mom. He lived with him. And there was times when I had to live with my dad. And my brother remembers this vivid as day. And he could tell me right now on his live chat if I'm lying. That shit fucked niggas up. You know what I'm saying? And this nigga made it out. And not only that, along with me, he changed himself. He battled with his demons. He dealt those things. And we was able to do that together and come together. You know what I'm saying? And be there for one another and have each other's backs. You know what I'm saying? We're dealing with a nigga like that. You now think about it as a kid. If you got a nigga that's supposed to be your protector, right? And they're physically, verbally, mentally abusing you in ways you have no idea. You know what I'm saying? And then next thing you know, to turn out to be what I am. You know what I'm saying? What the fuck are the odds of that? Or even my brother to be what he is. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That nigga the truth. Shout out to you, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, for him to be able to go through the shit that he's went through and the shit that we had to go through together, and to be at this platform to even be able to be even talking to people about shit like this, man. And then people wonder why I was so fucked up. You know what I'm saying? There you go.
I had no idea.
Yeah, man.
You know what I'm
I
saying?
see your videos. I see you smiling, going through life, happy-go-lucky, but there's a total different side of Tallguy, bro. Holy shit.
Yeah, 100%.
And Slim, I want to say real quick, man, thank you so much for opening up and telling, because people are gonna learn from this, man. That like, yo, no matter how bad you think you got it, you can come back on the other side, bro. And that's a huge accomplishment to come from where you came from to play Division I basketball. Let me put this in perspective for people, bro, because people think, oh, Division I, like that's a big fucking deal.
Yes, it is.
You know what I'm saying? Like people don't understand that, like. NBA is if you're in the NBA, you're like already at another level. Like you can basically, you're better than 99.999% of basketball players. Yeah. D1 is right underneath that. You know what I'm saying? So if you're a Division I player, like you're better than 99% of people in the world in basketball as well. You know what I'm saying? There's a big difference between Division I, Division II, and Division III. So to play Division I basketball, you're already in an elite percentile. And
I haven't been playing since 5 or 6 years old. I started at 22.
Right. That's crazy.
Think about that. At 22, there's niggas that's been playing since 2, 3, 4 years old that didn't even go D2 or D3.
Facts. That's
you know
why I know, like, that's crazy to me. Because, like, another thing, too, because I feel your pain with this, too, because I used to play ball, too. Like, your last year in college is going to make or break you if you want to go international or if you want to go to the league, you want to go to a development league, whatever it is. Your last year is very important. They're going to pull those numbers the most. You know what I'm saying? So, for CCSU to do that to you, like, I feel that pain. Like, fuck CCSU for that, bro, because they know how important your senior year is, especially to playing internationally. So I know exactly where you're coming from, bro.
They had me fucked up. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, like, what always made me feel like all my brothers, they came out and they did something, you know what I'm saying, with themselves. You know what I mean? And the shit I'm telling y'all, I've never talked about on no platform. That's just going to show you how much I fuck with y'all. I never, ever talked about shit like that. Not even in my own life story. Because I felt like that was too deep. It was too personal for me at the time. You know what I'm saying? But I've worked through whatever I had to work through, you know what I'm saying, demon-wise, mentally-wise, you know what I'm saying, to get through that, to feel comfortable enough to now talk about that shit.
Bro, you're inspiring me, man. Like, I'm just sitting here just listening, like, just shut up and listen.
Yo, this nigga needs a movie, a book, like something.
Yeah, for sure. My dog, MrOrganik, since the time I met that nigga, he's always said that to me. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's crazy. Like, if people really knew, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's...
And I would never know, bro. Because, like, you're, you know, obviously you guys meet him in person, like, very polite, very nice, like, real happy-go-lucky, like, real positive. But I would have never known, bro, that you've been through the crazy adversity that you've been through.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, most people, bro, let alone one felony conviction, most people don't make it back from that. You'd 7, you know what I'm saying? And then to go ahead and play Division I basketball with 0 experience, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's crazy, bro.
Yo, so I don't want to hear no excuse for a nigga living in suburbia with 2 parents, complaining about, oh, life is hard. Nigga, that shit is hard.
Yeah, bro.
Holy,
100%.
that shit is hard as
Yeah,
fuck.
yeah, man.
Facts.
Damn, bro.
It's crazy.
Man.
So to imagine that. So imagine to be done with that shit and then feeling like I done worked my way up to this. I put all my eggs in one basket and these motherfuckers said, fuck me. And then next thing you know, I'm like, damn, I was depressed in a motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? I ain't even gonna hold you. I'm gonna keep it pure with y'all. I shed a tear with my brother, Officer Jones. Cause I was like, man, and not in front of nobody else. You know what I'm saying? Not even with my ex who I was with at the time. Didn't even know that. You know what I'm saying? I had fucking told my little brother, I went and met with him. I said, shout out to my brother, Officer Jones. You know what I'm saying? It was like, I was talking to him. I'm like, bro, I don't know what the fuck I'm going to do. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm a 7-time felon. I put all my eggs into that basketball shit. The fuck I'm going to do? You know what I'm saying? And then next thing you know, we were talking and spirit got the best of me. You know what I'm saying? And that shit really fucked me up on a high level. And then eventually what I always do, man, and this is like a gift from God. Like, I'll be down. I'll be depressed. Like, I've definitely suffered from depression, whether it was fucking with my medicine or fucking side effect, whether it was as a kid and the shit I went through, the shit I've had to see, the shit I've had to endure, you know, the obstacles, the hurdles, you know, when I get down, I'll get down for a little bit, you know what I'm saying? And I'll be like, man, fuck everything for a while. And then I get my second wind of energy. And then next thing you know, I brush myself off. I said, nigga, I don't get no fuck. I'm going overseas. So I pick myself back up, dust the motherfucking shit off, and that whole motherfucking next off season, I built myself up in the next 3-4 months in a way that was in the best shape I ever been. And I was like, I'm gonna go to every fucking workout thing. I'm going to South Dakota, Florida, wherever the fuck I got to go to get in whatever workout I got to do. I'm making it just to prove myself right and to prove them niggas wrong. Cause I know that y'all thought what y'all did was gonna take me out. I'm not going. You know what I'm saying? So I did everything I had to do. Signed to a team, right? Overseas. I had fucking offers in fucking Portugal. Shout out my agent, his name was Joe Davis, you know what I'm saying? And I had offers in fucking Portugal, I had them in Central America, I had them in Argentina, I had them shit, South America, obviously, you know, it's like, you know, Argentina, and different places. And then I finally got a fucking team locked in, right? I signed that shit, right? The contract, everything. And the day I'm leaving, so I went to the gym, I want to say it was like 6 in the morning or whatever. I was supposed to leave that day. You know what I'm saying? It was either that morning or that night. I can't remember. But I was supposed to leave within like a 6 to 10 hour window. But I went to the gym just to stay sharp, right? Do some workouts, do some shit, play some one-on-ones and shit like that. And you know what I mean? And just stay sharp. And so that way I go over there, get on this long ass flight, and I can get over there and do damage immediately. Got out there, blew my fucking knee out, man.
Damn.
Fucking insane, right?
Damn.
No bullshit. Look.
Oh, whoa. Okay. Damn. You blew it out bad.
I tore my ACL, my MCL, and my meniscus all at one time. Everything. The only thing that you could do worse than my knee is to get a fucking knee replacement type. You know what I'm saying? Damn. So it's like, yeah, that's some real shit. And then it happened. And I was with my nigga PJ all the time. Shout out to my nigga PJ. I'm at the gym. And my dog, MrOrganik, actually seen it on live when I was there and it was happening. You know what I'm saying? On the ground, hollering. My shit was hot. It was banging. And I knew it was over. From the time I landed, I was like, that shit's curtains. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, fuck. So, and my knee was like stuck like this. It wouldn't go straight. Oh. So I was like, man, fuck. And I was just doing a hop step. Just a fucking hop step. You know what I'm saying? And then, so at this time I got no health insurance. Oh. Nothing. Not even state. You know what I'm saying? None of that shit. You know what I'm saying? Not medical, nothing. So, I tell my nigga PJ, he wanted to go to the hospital. I said, bro, I ain't got health insurance. Fuck that shit. You know what I'm saying? I don't got it. And he was like, man, I'm telling you, man, they'll back pay that shit. Man, I paid that shit off like 2-3 years ago. Man, nigga stained me. You know what I'm saying? He told me to go do that shit. They'll back pay. They ain't back pay a motherfucking thing. But then I went there and there was nothing they could do. He sent niggas some ibuprofen, told me let the swelling go down, then they'll come back x-ray or whatever. And there was shit you could do and then charge me a whole bag. You know what I'm saying? At that time, thousands of dollars was fucking crazy. Yeah. How the fuck am I gonna pay that shit off? You know what I'm saying? So knee goes down. I get the knee surgery. It takes 9 months of rehab. I'm going through fucking rehab. I said, man, and I laughed in the hospital. My nigga PJ, he'll tell you the story. I'm not even lying to you. And he said, bro, I just started laughing. We're in the hospital. I'm in a wheelchair. They're wheeling me into the fucking hospital in the ER or the urgent care thing. And I just started laughing. He said, bro, what are you laughing about, bro? This not funny, Slim. And I said, my nigga, this is God's plan, bro. How the fuck did that shit happen out there in Connecticut? I goddamn come over here, blow my whole fucking knee out. I worked my way up to be in the best shape I ever got into basketball-wise. Yeah. And then I blow my knee out the same day I'm supposed to leave overseas.
5 hours before.
What the fuck? I couldn't do nothing but laugh. Because it's like, how the fuck does this happen? You know what I'm saying? So I just started laughing. I said, bro, it's God's plan, bro. For whatever reason, God didn't want me going overseas. So next you know, I'm going to tell you how much I'm a grinder, though. My dog, MrOrganik, right there. My dog, Rock Killer, I know he probably watched this shit too. And my nigga back Earth. The thing is they told me not to come into work. So at this time, I'm working at 43 Hoops Basketball Academy in Hopkins, Minnesota. Shout out to them.
Yeah.
Right? And they tell me, hey, man, it's over. Don't come to work. Because, you got to stand and demonstrate the moves and how to do shit and everything like that. They tell me don't come. Man, them motherfuckers had me on Viking and everything. I went in that bitch high as fuck. You know what I'm saying? I'm coming to get my hours. You know what I'm saying? Because I ain't going overseas now. I need this money. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So I came in that joint, one leg, having to sit down. They came in, like, man, I tell you, don't come to work. Man, I don't get no fuck, man. I got to get this money. Hey, man, come on, man. Bless a nigga, man. Shit, I need this money. You know what I'm saying? It worked the next day after getting that surgery with my MCL, my meniscus, and my MCL. And then I went through all that rehab. Right? And I'm working my way up to get back overseas. I text my agent, Joe. I say, bro, it's over. You know what I'm saying? Like, he was like, yeah, man, it's curtains. You know what I'm saying? But holler at me when you get better and we going to make something happen. So as I'm rehabbing, I'm going through my shit. I'm trying to get back to basketball ready. I'm working and I'm doing my rehab. And I'm watching YouTube like I've been doing for the past 6 years. I learned everything through YouTube. I taught myself how to build my credit, taught myself how to get cars, finance, lease, everything through YouTube. I've self-taught myself everything through YouTube. So at this time, I'm still watching car content because this is what makes me feel better. You know what I'm saying? And I had this Honda at this time for like 2-3 years now just to build my credit. So I said, man, fuck this shit. At this time, I was probably lucky to make $1,500 to $2,000 a month if I was lucky. Damn. You know what I'm saying? $1,000 was probably more reasonable. You know what I'm saying? Or a little less. And I'm like, man, fuck this shit. I had a $2,000 credit card at the time. I'm going to keep it so pure with y'all. I took my credit card. I'm like, hey man, I want to go get me a fucking Hellcat. I don't get no fuck. Everything's going so bad for me. Yeah. I need something to go my way. Right. Yeah. And I want this fucking car. You know what I'm saying? I've been obsessing over this motherfucker for years, watching it all through. And the first time I seen a Challenger was when I was in prison. I was on Sucker Free Sunday. You know what I'm saying? And I was in my cell.
MTV.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Come on, man. You know, champ. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And Wiz Khalifa had a black and yellow video. Right?
Oh yeah. This like 09 to 2010ish. Yeah.
And I was like, damn, I didn't know what car that was. Yellow. But I loved that car. You know what I'm saying? I didn't even know it was called Challenger, Camaro. I didn't know shit. I was just like, I like that car. And then I found out what it was called. And I said, man, I'm gonna get me a Challenger when I get out. You know what I'm saying? That shit sound crazy. That sounded just as crazy as going D1. You know what I'm saying? So then next thing you know, now mind you, I've been obsessing over this car since I was in prison. I came home, tried to get it. Then motherfucker said, no, you can't get this, but we got a Honda for your ass. I said, fuck it, come on, man. First day I said no to the Honda. I came back next day and said, I need a car, fuck it. And I need some shit that's gonna work and it's gonna help me build my credit. I'm watching these YouTube videos. Yeah. So now you fast forward to where I'm like, man, I need something to go right for me. You know what I'm saying? I'm getting this fucking car, man. I don't get no fuck. It ain't making no sense. Everybody around me, my bosses at work, everybody, you know what I'm saying? Pretty much, other than like 2 people was like, and they didn't say get it. They just didn't say nothing. You know what I'm saying? But everybody else, my nigga Beach was like, man, you're going to be in debt to your eyeballs. Don't get that car. It's the worst decision you'll ever make. Even my nigga Organic was, man, you tripping, champ. You know what I'm saying? Hey, nigga, you bugging. And I'm like, man, I don't give a fuck. I had that shit as my screensaver on my phone. And I was like, man, I'm going to get this fucking car. So fuck this shit. So I did it. And I ultimately got it. They wanted $2,000 down. Mind you, I just told you I had a $2,000 credit card.
Damn.
Maxed that motherfucker out, man. Actually, no, I take that back. It was a $3,000 credit card, and it was $2,000 to put the down payment down. And then next, you know what I did was I got the car. Now, mind you, the car is like $700 a month, give or take, right? Car insurance at the time for me was $258 a month. Oh, so I'm paying $1,000 for a car. And what I just tell you, at my best, my average probably was a month.
About 1,000.
Damn. So I'm giving up all my money for this car. You see what I'm saying? I don't give a fuck though. This shit gonna make me feel better. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So I did it. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, something gotta go right for me. Fuck that shit.
What year was this approximately?
This was 2016.
2016.
2016, yeah, because I got the car January 2017.
Okay. And the first time you saw it was 2010, black and yellow.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Wiz Khalifa made me get that shot of Wiz Khalifa. You know what I'm saying?
You know what it is?
Shout out to Wiz.
Yeah.
Black and yellow. Black and yellow.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, all that talk. You know what I'm saying? I was like, I'm fucking. And the other song that really did it for me was the Young LA Futuristic Love. He had an orange Challenger in that video, and I was like, that motherfucker car, I want that Challenger. So I was like, I got out, and then by the time you fast forward, I got that shit. Now I'm struggling though, right? I got this car, but here's what I told myself. I said, at the end of the day, it's sink or swim, right? Like my dog 3 would say. And I said, I'm going to keep this car. My shit ain't getting repo. Whatever work ethic my shit got to step up to, that's what I'm doing. I'm not about to be embarrassed. I'm not getting my shit repoed. Just going to make me go harder. So ultimately I did it, and then I had it for like, I bought it in January. I didn't put out my first video on YouTube till like maybe February or March, you know what I'm saying, of 2017.
But buying that car motivated you to, like, you're like sink or
do
swim
it.
now.
Yep,
Well,
because I started my channel, technically like made my channel October 2016. You know what I'm saying? But I only had my Honda, and so I was just like bullshit. Nobody wants to see no fucking Honda, right? So I was like, yeah, fuck that shit. But I could do car reviews. But I was like, man, fuck that shit. So I was just bullshitting and procrastinating, and I was doing my rehab and working. So I was like, I had excuses to not do it and be bullshitting. And then January when I bought the car, I was like, shit, I got it. And then I still didn't even think about YouTube right away because I just wanted the fucking car. I never wanted to be on YouTube and be like, oh, I want to be famous. And all. I never wanted none of that shit. I can't even lie to y'all and say that. So by the time I had it for a couple months, I'm like, man, that motherfucking shit, bills were getting tight. I was like, shit. So I was like, man, I'm sitting there watching all these YouTube videos with these YouTubers, and they getting paid and they doing all this shit, and they got Hellcats, and I'm watching their content, but I got a Hellcat right outside. I can look out my blinds and see the car right there. Why don't I just do this fucking video shit, right? And maybe if people are diligent, I didn't think I was going to blow into what I did, but I was like, maybe if you're diligent like me, you'll run across, because I watched people with 10 subscribers that had Challengers, Hellcats, whatever, and I've ran across people with 10 million that had it. You know what I'm saying? I watched everybody's videos equally. So it was like, for me, I was like, if a person's diligent enough like I am on YouTube, they'll find me, and hopefully these videos help them out. And then, boom, the rest is fucking history.
Damn.
Damn.
So that is how you became Tallguy car reviews.
That's how I became Tallguy car reviews.
Man, that was so inspirational.
Yeah, bro. That's crazy,
Holy
man.
smokes.
You
Wild
know,
shit.
Black and Yellow was the inspiration, and then you were able to take it a step further. And I'll say this too. So you bought the car and you realized, okay, I forget who the conqueror was. Maybe it was Alexander the Great. They say burn the ships. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, like we're gonna fight if we either die or whatever, or we're gonna win. You know what I'm saying?
It's one or the other.
Yeah, you know. And I guess that like inspired, like, yo, I'm gonna go hard with YouTube channel. I ain't gonna.
No more bullshit, man. Let's go. Let's turn this bitch up.
Trey, did you know that?
I didn't know that part. As far as I remember watching all the videos on how he financed it and all that stuff, and he talked about his payments and all that stuff. But I never knew he only had that one credit card. So we getting all the giblets right now.
But the other $1,000 on that credit card,
the lights, man.
I got a wrap immediately, and it was $1,000.
Oh shit.
Damn, you
maxed out my whole credit card. Went all in, nigga. Put it all in the pot.
So I told him, right, we want to get a Lambo soon. He's like, I told him, let's get Huracan. He's like, fuck that shit. Go all the way. Aventador.
Yep, 100%. Why are we settling for it? Life's too short to settle. If we really knew, if everybody likes the saying, right, that man, you never know, live today like your last.
Yeah.
Well, how many niggas is you really living like your last, nigga? Because if you was going out tomorrow, you gonna live your motherfucking life right now. Right? But you also, in case you do survive, you gonna prepare for tomorrow too. But I'm gonna live my life too. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, if you really think like that, your actions should reflect that. You know what I'm saying? So it was like, what the and I've always been that kind of brain. If I'm doing something, I'm doing it. When I did the robbery shit, I'm doing it. I ain't got to know everything. Fuck it. I was a dumbass criminal. I was stupid in a motherfucker, but I did it. You know what I'm saying? I built myself into what I wanted to be, right? If it was fighting or whatever, I don't give a fuck if I got to bust your head with a fucking rock, stab you, whatever the case is, we going to the end. You know what I'm saying? So my brain was already programmed to be that way.
All or nothing.
All or nothing. Yeah. So what I did was I reprogrammed it to not do it with bullshit and stupid shit and positive shit. You know what I'm saying? And I said, if I did it with this stupid shit and I did all this time and wasted 4 years of my life, once if I took that same determination to prove to my peers I ain't no bitch, once if I take that same determination, relentlessness, and consistency to get out on that block and sell weed, to try to sell crack, to rob people, to break into people's homes, to do all this shit, that requires structure, my nigga. Absolutely. To do that, to wake up every day and say, I'm going to do that shit.
Yeah.
That requires structure.
Yeah.
And you got to follow through. Right? So it's like, if I take all that same shit, right.
To the highest degree.
So if I take all that and I put it over in this positive shit, why wouldn't I be successful?
Yeah.
And that's how I looked at it. I'm like, I'm going to get this shit everything I got, just like I did with basketball. You know what I'm saying? I did it with everything. And that work ethic, that transition has went into everything I've ever done. You know what I'm saying? So I don't believe in, settling. I don't believe in none of that shit. I'm going for everything, man. You know what I'm saying? Like Nipsey Hussle said, man, he said, I want what's mine, nothing more, nothing less. I just want what's mine. You know what I'm saying? I ain't looking at nobody else. I'm not in competition with nobody else or none of that shit. I'm only in competition with me. I want everything that belonged to me. Everything that God got intended for me, I want. Anything else, whatever. But whatever God got planned for me, I need that, man. Run it up. You know what I'm saying?
Damn, bro.
Tallguy, what was your favorite car that you reviewed?
I gotta say my Hellcat, man. That's my favorite car. You know what I'm saying? That's like really my favorite car. I don't drive it that much lately, but you know what I'm saying?
You still
But
have it, right? The
I
one
still have
you
it.
bought.
It's currently
Yeah.
getting wrapped up right now.
There you
So
go.
They just took the wrap off that shit and they, doing some legendary with it.
Is it paid off? Or you still like making pay?
Hell no, I'm making payments like a motherfucker, man.
Yeah.
I ain't rich yet, shit. You know what I'm saying? But hey, my nigga 3 said, you find your niche, you get rich. I still ain't fucking rich, but I found my fucking niche. You
But
know
you
what I'm
had it
saying?
right. That's the original one you bought back in 2016.
No. That one actually got crashed up when I first moved to LA, and that was a crazy part too.
Oh,
So
okay.
you wanna know what's funny? This goes even after basketball and all that shit, and starting YouTube, and the rest is history, right?
Okay.
So once I started like really make money with YouTube and all this shit, I'm like, you know what? It's time to elevate, right?
Yeah.
I want to go more crazy. I got a window of opportunity, and like I always tell y'all, you want to max it because all of our window, like motherfucking videos might only be busted for 1 more week, man.
Yeah.
But in that week, I need to maximize everything, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, this is life choices that I've made. You know what I'm saying? So let's maximize everything to the fullest potential, to our best abilities to create generational wealth. And we
Yeah.
might not ever get it, but I'm shooting for it every fucking day.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, the thing was doing all of that, it made you kind of be like, damn, man, sometimes you pull back, sometimes you go harder. And then next you know, I just had a moment where I went harder when I was like, man, fuck it, I'm going to LA. I'm doing everything. You know what I'm saying? Let's go. Let's put it all on the line. Fuck it. You know what I'm saying? I got this window right here. I'm a 7-time felon and went through all this shit, man. Ain't nothing taking me down, man. You know what I'm saying? If this is what God want me to do and he planted this seed in my fucking head, he's telling me to do it. You know what I'm saying? And if he's telling me not, and I'm just making this shit up in my head and I go here and I fail, guess what? God got me. Because he know I ain't going to stop. I'm a listen, I'm a workhorse, champ. I'm not going out. You know what I'm saying? And if I go out with one thing, the niggas try to take me out with basketball, man. Look what happened. I'm not stopping. So even if if YouTube don't work, I'm gonna pick up something,
You
champ.
can find- yeah.
I'm not gonna be no bum nigga. I'm gonna get to what I want to get to.
Yeah.
So I did that with LA. And then when I went there, crazy as fuck. I gassed myself up to do it, take a big ass leap of faith. Second day I got there, man, Hellcat got totaled out.
Oh my God. And that's the one you originally bought.
And that's what makes me all my money.
Yeah. Damn.
Shout out to it's Remy in the chat.
Hey, it's Remy. Hey, top of the mook, man.
And
Hey,
Solo TV.
Big top of the mook, champ.
Shout out to Remy and Solo TV.
in the chat, man.
Shout
So
out to you.
question.
So not only that, also the McLaren got hit too, and a bunch of other cars.
Yep, man. I ain't gonna lie, I've had some shit with cars. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
bro.
For sure.
Go ahead.
So so it gets totaled. Damn, I lost my question.
So second day in LA.
Yeah, second day in LA, Hellcat gets totaled. Oh, yesterday you were about to touch on it, and I want to be able to let the people get the full thing on this. So you're very good with credit, financing cars, getting them, and everything else like that. Can you tell the people a little bit about the importance of when you're going to get a car, whether you leasing versus financing, and how to do it with the credit and everything else
What do you
like
need?
that to get these? Yeah,
To leverage the money from the banks.
Exactly. If someone wanted to get a car, how would you suggest they do it?
What do you
in the best
need?
way? Yeah.
I mean, it's different strokes for different folks, right? Some
Okay.
people going to think finance is the only way. Some people going to think leasing is the only way. Some
Yeah.
people going to say buying a car cash is the only way. You know what I'm saying? I feel like there's a million ways to climb a mountain. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not biased to any fucking way. All that matters to me is that you get up the motherfucking mountain.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So for me, I lease my cars. You know what I'm saying? Like my Aventador is a fucking lease. My Hellcat Red Eye is a lease. And my TRX, I think is a finance or a lease. Either way it go, but the banks still own them motherfuckers. It don't matter what the fuck they are. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I think for me, I say rich white people with hundreds of millions of dollars leasing fucking cars.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And I'm like, the rapper niggas over here are telling me though it's a roast if you lease your cars and it's only a rental. But I'm listening to these white people that got hundreds of millions, way more money than these rap niggas, and they're telling me they leasing their cars.
Yeah.
So I'm like, nah, some gotta be able to just let me dig
Something's
more
like-
into this shit. You know what I'm saying? Why motherfuckers they be leasing this shit? Be leasing under their business, under their LLC. I got all that shit handled. You know what I'm saying?
Write-offs.
Yes, it's all write-offs, brother.
Yeah, write-offs.
And then with a lease, and I start to dig into it. With a lease, you only pay the depreciation of the car within the first 3 years. You see what I'm saying? But people think when you lease, it'd be pure ignorance when people talk about leases in a bad way. When you lease a car, right, you're paying for the depreciation within the first 3 years. But the crazy part is, in that 3 years, people think that in a lease, you got to give the car back up and it's just a rental for 3 years. My nigga, you could keep that car after that 3 years. So let's say if you finance a car, most of the time people are financing a 72-month finance,
Yep.
right? 6 years, right? That's crazy. I got since 72 months, I got that 48 months type shit, right? 6 years, 4 years, crazy,
Yeah.
right? But most people are financing their cars under that 72-month spot, right?
Yep.
So you're getting charged right through the door, big depreciation, and on top of that, you are getting full price paying towards the principal of the car. So let's say if you get a $100,000 car, right? Like I financed my Trackhawk. This one I really learned about the finance. I'm like, everybody goddamn talking about this lease shit. Let me finance this motherfucking Trackhawk, and I'm gonna show motherfuckers, right? Finance a Trackhawk, 72 months. Payment was about $1,800 a month. $100 and some $1,000 car, right? 108, 104,000 somewhere around there, give or take. Yeah. And I'm paying $1,800 a month. $200 some a month insurance, so it's over a $2,000 car, right? But now had I leased that car, maybe my payment would have been like $1,300, $1,200, shit, $1,100. It all depends on the lease special you can get. You can probably get that bitch for under $1,000.
Yeah.
Right? So for that 72 months, you're stuck at $1,700, $1,800 a month for 72 months, right?
Shit.
But you lease that same car, right? And you only got it for 3 years. Maybe you change your mind about this car.
And you want it.
And you want it. Now you've paid only for the depreciation of the car within that first 3 years, and then I finance for another 3 years. I win. What are we talking about? So you could finance a car and then go through a refinance and all that shit, but your shit's still going to be higher. With a lease, you're only paying for the depreciation of the first 3 years of that car.
See, I'm learning right now.
And the miles don't mean shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? The miles, people be like, oh yeah, but you only get a limited amount of miles. You can do whatever the fuck you want with the miles. Just give it up in the time if you feel like you're going to get rid of it or you're going to shake it. But if you plan on keeping it forever anyway, why the fuck does the miles matter?
Yeah.
They don't.
Yeah.
Right? So I'm hearing real successful, generational wealth white people talk about this. I'm like, man, fuck what them rappers talking about. This shit's smart. And I get a tax break with this shit. A big tax break. You can write off the whole fucking car.
Well, I will add, you can do that with financing too.
You
but
can.
under certain terms. Has to be a certain way. But yeah, you're right. Leasing, for the most part, definitely
yes.
is the better
and
way.
it's easier to tie under LLC right through the door. At least it was for me. I don't know for everybody.
Yeah.
But yeah, you could do anything. Like I said, there's a million ways to climb a mountain.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm not biased to any of them.
That's a
motherfuckers.
route I never heard. I'm learning right now. This is good stuff.
100%. So it's like when I learned that, I said, man, fuck that shit. And the other side of it too, and this is what I wanted to share with people as well, is coming into it, I didn't have no money. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
But I wanted to take a leap of faith and get the car.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So if I ain't got no money, I want to take a leap of faith in the car, but I built up my credit and I built equity in myself.
There you go.
Then I can lease this car. Now, had that shit been, now mind you, if I financed and it was $1,300, $1,200, $1,300 a month, I wouldn't have been able to get it. Therefore, we would never be sitting here having this fucking conversation.
Right.
So that lease helped me get into the door. You see what I'm saying? My payment was only $700 something, whatever, a month. $700, give or take. What the fuck are we talking about? You know what I'm saying? So I was like, that helped me get in the door. So for other people that just wanted to get in the door, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But maybe it's not the smartest route. Maybe it's not the best route. Maybe there's some shit I don't know with the financing versus leasing. I don't pretend to know everything.
Right.
I just telling people, here's what I did.
Here's what you did.
Here's what I did. It might not be work for you. My shit might be dumb, and maybe I'm doing it backwards. But this will work for me. I got the fucking car.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Definitely not backwards.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying, like,
You know,
you know, I'm not pretending to be this goddamn credit whiz guru motherfucker. I'm telling motherfuckers, here's what I did. Here's how I got the car.
Boom.
You know what I'm saying?
Take it or leave it.
Take it or leave it. It's up to you. You know what I'm saying? But I got my foot in the door and I didn't have that much money. And this is what worked for me. But had I financed it, I wouldn't have been able to afford it.
Yo, don't the market for that,
Yeah,
bro.
absolutely, bro.
And you got to have better credit to lease a car than you do to finance a car, like I was telling you the other day.
Yeah, you're right.
So a lot of people, when you roasting a lease, is like, what the fuck are you even talking about? Do
Tallguy.
your due diligence.
What is your next car? Or is this it for you? Because I know you want the SVJ,
that's my
right?
shit, right? SVJ roaster. But now that I got my Aventador, I've had my Aventador for like a year now. So it's like, you know, a SVJ, YouTube wise, I can't really do shit to it. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, I'm not gonna put a wide body on the SVJ. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just not gonna do that. I wouldn't even feel right wrapping it or nothing.
It comes ready.
Yeah, it comes done. So it's like, content wise, what the fuck can I do with that car?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Even though it was like a dream car of mine, it was like, I can't really do nothing. And then now that I got my Aventador, I'm like, shit, this motherfucker type good enough. Now I'm ready for a Bugatti. You know what I'm saying?
There you go.
I don't want a Veyron either. No shot at nobody that got a Veyron. I want like some fucking Chiron, a Diva, one of them motherfuckers, man. You know what I'm saying? Because what's really bigger than a Aventador? You know what I'm saying? Other than Bugatti, Pagani, Koenigsegg, or some shit like that. You know what I'm saying? I'm probably saying the name wrong, but you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I got a question. So we talked about you know, leveraging credit and everything to get cars. What about for homes? Were you able to apply that same discipline over to getting homes and financing them?
Right. So right now, that's actually a good question. So right now, I'm working on my dogs, you know what I'm saying? Sarissa and Mac, you know what I'm saying? At Jackson Property, shout out to them. You know what I'm saying? And we working on, you know, trying to close escrow on a property for me now.
You on vacation with them, right?
Yep, and my niggas.
Nice.
You know what I'm saying?
There you go.
So like I'm trying to close in on a property. I'm doing, like that's why I said this shit. I'm telling you, I ain't never told on my channel nothing. So it's like right now, like when I'm not posting videos, people think, oh, I'm just not posting videos. No, I'm working on different shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm working on exit routes with different things like anybody else does when they start a business or what they should do when they start a business. So I'm working and tapping into real estate. I'm doing stock. I'm doing a lot of different things. You know what I'm saying? I'm just trying to spread my fucking tentacles out. And you know what I'm saying? Like I said, diversify.
Legacy.
And maximize as many opportunities as I can while I got this window of opportunity. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm working on. But so to get back to what you're saying, like I've built myself up and I built so much equity in myself between my LLC, between my personal tax, everything like that, to be able to now be able to do this. You know what I'm saying? But like Nip say, perfect time, and sometimes feel like it's too late. You know what I'm saying? So, and I told you that when we was on the phone.
Yeah,
you know
you
what I
did.
mean? It's like, I'm like, damn, man, I could have been doing this like 3-4 years ago. Boy, I'd have been goddamn saturated up. I'd have had me a triplex, a fourplex. I'd have had this shit over here. But everything happens in God's divine order, how it's supposed to happen. So right now I'm working on it. I'm tapped in with it and I'm locked in with it. You know what I mean? So I'm just trying to do all of it. But the thing is with the property, it's a different type of hustle. It's a different type of grind. Now, my credit, everything like that is impeccable. So I got that. You know what I'm saying? But property is a rich nigga game. You know what I'm saying? Property, and that's what I'm learning with real estate now, is it's a real rich motherfucker game. You know what I'm saying? Like you got to have liquid cash to get in this shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Now you could do loops. You could do like a FHA, get the first one, you know what I'm saying? Have a stay in one, rent out like a triplex, do a fourplex or whatever. And then one property is yours, is technically a live in. And then you rent out the other three.
That's what I did.
Market value. You see what I'm saying? Like, come on, champ. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I got you,
I'm
bro.
in there. You know what I mean? You could do that. You know what I mean? And then next thing you know, when after that year, refinance it, take it under the FHA, and then do another FHA, right? You could do that, but that's in-game money. Like, think about it. You'll be getting what, $1,000-$2,000 with maintenance or whatever profit every month. But if you got 100 properties and you getting $1,000, $2,000 a month in profit, then it's worth it. But you got to get 100 properties. You got to accumulate a portfolio of 100 fucking properties.
Yeah.
So if you did one FHA every year, you know what I'm saying? You know how long it's going to take you?
Take a while.
It take 100 years to get 100 properties, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So really think about that. Unless you got the liquid cash to do 20 or 30% down right through the door, then you can do unlimited.
Yeah.
But if you got an $800,000 crib, $1 million crib, we're in LA. What's 20-30% of that?
Yeah, it's a lot, bro.
It's a fucking satchel.
Because me and Fresh, we're in the real estate game. We real estate invest, and like, you know, I have a property here in Florida and I have one in Connecticut, and then I'm actually under contract for another one in Connecticut right now. But yeah, I agree. Like, you need that liquid cash, and then on top of that, it takes a while to build up that portfolio to a point where you're making quite a bit of money residually off of, you know, rental income. But then, yeah, you got the maintenance fees and everything else like that. So, but yeah, in LA, bro, that's a whole other game, bro. Because like, you get like a very small home, it's $1 million. Like, God damn.
Yep. And then and their cap there is like in like LA, I think it's like $800,000 for like a I don't know if it's triplex, duplex, whatever. But you get to like a multi-family home. It's like you get like up to 1.1 in an FHA. You know what I'm saying? But 3.5% of that is still like you fucking 40,
quite a bit.
40 grand,
Yeah,
whatever.
still
And
quite a
that's
bit.
liquid. So it's like you ain't putting that shit on credit card, champ. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
They want cashier shit. They want some bread.
Yep.
Liquid. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, but even then, no, I'm tapping in with that. You know what I'm saying? And I'm going to routes that I feel like work best for me. You know what I'm saying? So I'm trying to get into that. So I can't even say like, oh, I did it. Or I
you're
we
gonna
got
do it in LA
yeah,
too,
we
right?
got a crib now and shit like that. But I'm trying to build a portfolio.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like just getting into a crib, like, you know what I'm saying? I watched someone on an interview one time where the black dude was talking about real estate, and he was talking about like instead of buying your first home, you know what I'm saying, you should buy a multi-family home, and then, you know what I'm saying, rent out your other crib and then use your FHA on your multi-family home. I thought that was smart as fuck. So like I just want to say, like, I learn everything through YouTube, so I'm on that shit 24/7 all day.
Graham Stephan.
100%. Whether it's stock, whether it's fucking everything. I'm tapping in with everything right now, man. Whether it's on Charles Schwab, Thinkorswim, the Trust Wallet, crypto, I'm doing it all, brother. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not playing.
Okay,
That's what's up, man.
Tallguy. Last question here. You got one more?
No, go ahead.
Okay, last one, Tallguy. What is the last, or I would say the next leap of faith for you and your team? You could go behind the scenes because this is special for our people. Like, what's the next leap of faith for you?
That you're okay with disclosing.
Yeah.
Obviously,
No,
I know
that's
you got
okay.
secret projects. and everything
I feel like my life is an open book. I feel like I always keep it pure, and I don't really have nothing to hide with my people. You know what I'm saying? Or with y'all, or anybody in general. You know what I'm saying? But I feel like, man, I done took so many damn leaps of faith, man. Some of the shit I done done, man, I'd be like, yeah. I look back at some of that shit, I'd be like, what? I really made it through that shit. You know what I'm saying? So if I was to say now, I would say, man, probably this real estate that I'm trying to, you know what I'm saying, like, you know what I'm saying, do. Well, it goes into a few different things because you know, I feel like when I first met my fiance, Jasmine Love, you know, shout out to my
Shout out
baby.
to her.
You know what I'm saying? Go subscribe to Love and Slim too, y'all, please. I appreciate it.
Link will be below, guys.
And her Instagram, Love JJP. Make sure y'all fuck with her. You know what I'm saying? But not too heavy though. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, man. This is mine.
Respectful.
Respectfully, guys.
Be respectful. But no, I feel like when I first met her, my leap of faith was with her. You know what I'm saying? With marriage and kids, shit I've always been scared of. You just heard my whole childhood story. I grew up in a real toxic type shit. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I felt like I never wanted to reproduce and have kids because of that. You know what I'm saying? Because my own demons, my own insecurities, my own fears. You know what I mean? But then I got past that. So that's why I say like, and even with her and coming back from my last relationship and, you know what I mean? And dealing with that for 7-8 years. And not that it was bad or anything, you know, just like consistently taking continuous leap of faiths. You know what I'm saying? And so I would say the relationship, our wedding coming up, or you know our kids. But to be real with you, I'm not scared of that no more. Like I'm actually excited about that. Yeah. No matter how my last relationship went, no matter nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like feel like I've conquered that now. You know what I'm saying? And once I conquer one thing, it's on to the next. So I would have to say the real estate. I would have to say this semi-truck company business that I'm trying to start with my brothers.
Okay.
I didn't even talk about that, did I?
Speaking of which, they're in the chat right now.
Jackson's
$10.
Jackson's.
Let them know, Slim. Talk that real estate talk, champ.
And,
hey, man.
And they taught me everything I know with this shit. You know what I'm saying? I really appreciate them so much. Shout out to Jackson's, man. Make sure y'all subscribe to them. 100% patience.
And you're going to do it in LA, right?
100%. Yeah, I'm doing it in LA.
You're going to do it. Yeah, you're going to do it at the hardest level, bro.
The hardest level.
We're just here in Florida, you know what I'm saying?
Coasted.
It's cheaper. You know what I'm saying? You're going to do it at the highest level. Yeah,
you know
but LA is another game, bro.
It sure is.
That's like, you know, that's ultra hard mode, investing in real estate in LA, bro.
I'm good here, brother.
Yeah, we'll just stay here, man.
I think like eventually I'm gonna go back to Minnesota. I want to buy up my old city blocks, the hood that you know what I'm saying. I used to just like sell weed on and all that shit. I think Nipsey Hussle really inspired me with that shit, buying up his blocks. You know what I'm saying, with his brother Black Sam and everything like their whole team. You know, that really inspired me in a lot of ways. I don't feel like I was really a business minded person until I really started tapping in with him and his music and everything like that. When I came home from prison, helped me out through a lot through all them struggles that y'all heard. You know what I'm, 100%. We had a whole 2-hour conversation on the phone about that. But no, so it's like I feel like for me eventually I'm gonna tap in with Minnesota and I wanna go there. But I feel like when my first properties I buy, I want to be able to pull up on my shit. You know what I'm saying? I want to be able to,
of course.
You know what I'm saying? I want to be able to vlog that shit.
Real investing is tough.
Yeah, I want to show my people. I want to like when it's time to fix shit, I want to go in there and like even though I do this car shit, like I want to show people it's like you could do more than just this shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I felt like that's how Nip inspired me in a big way. You know what I'm saying? It was like no matter the circumstances, no matter what we going through, we all got shit we can contribute and bring to the game. You know what I'm saying? And we could diversify ourselves, like you were saying. So it's like that's what I'm trying to do. So my biggest leap of faith that I'm doing right now is kind of slowing down, not trying to slow down on purpose with the car content, but just, you know, diversify myself. That's my biggest leap of faith right now. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to be the best man I can be for my fiance, for myself. You know what I'm saying? Be the best husband I can be, you know, be the best father that I'm going to be. You know what I'm saying? Be the best, you know, brother I can be, the best uncle, the best everything. And, you know, also be like, do my best in real estate, do my best with the semi shit, do my best with the stock. Like I feel like that's my biggest leap of faith that I can answer best. Long story short is that, you know what I'm saying? It's just trying to diversify.
Adaptation is critical, man. Adaptation is critical. It's the reason why we're the #1, you know, living creatures, you know what I'm saying? Why we beat animals and everything is because human beings are designed to adapt to the environment 100%. And overcome. And that's what you're doing right now, man.
But that's just hard though because
what you've done your whole life, actually.
Yeah, and that's crazy.
Adapt and overcome, bro.
100%. But that shit gets tiring, my nigga. Like when you go through all the shit that I've been through, it's like, man, so you just want to kick up your feet and be like, God damn, man, can I just, for once, just relax? I always got to work on myself. I always got to get through this. Why I got to get past this mental demon or this or that or this real estate or this YouTube shit? It's just like, I just want to get to a point where it's like I'm no longer having like to grind as hard as I've grinded my whole life.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, so it's more about right now working smarter rather than harder. Right. And that's why I'm trying to diversify myself, but it's hard to do. And that's the reason why I say that's my biggest leap of faith is because in order to do that and divert my attention to that, I can't give YouTube everything. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's like, I have to take a hit as far as paying bills, right? Because that's my now money. That's my right now money. You know what I'm saying? And to date, that's still my biggest stream of income. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, it's very important. So to all the G squads in the building that's fucking with me and supporting me and rocking with me, that go further than you will ever know. And that's why I always show all my people love when I see them. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like, without them, I wouldn't be able to do what I'm doing. And God's worked through them to be able to even have me in this position to even do this. But at the same time, to diversify, I got to take time, a little bit of time and attention away from this to be able to spread my tentacles over here. So it's like, that's why I say that's my biggest leap of faith right now.
Smart.
And real quick, I just got to say this too about you and Organic. Like, you guys are really about it, man. Like, when other people like come in your videos, even if they don't have like a following or anything, you guys put their links up. You know what I'm saying? Regardless of how big they are, with a clout, any of that, you don't care. You put them up, you put them on too, man. And that, like, you know, we definitely noticed that, like, that you guys do that, because there's other YouTubers that don't do that for their people, bro. And that's awesome that you do
Y'all
that.
show love, man, everywhere, every
Appreciate it,
time.
You know what I'm saying?
So real quick,
Try our best.
Chris, could you bring up the comment by Kill Gil real quick
Already.
on Twitch?
Yeah,
This
sure.
one?
No
Boom.
problem.
Shout out to all the people watching us from Twitch.
Glad to see Fresh and Fit on Twitch finally. Guys, we are live on Twitch right now.
Yeah.
Follow us on there. It's going to be big. Cool. And then super chat.
Hit some of these super chats. Okay, Mig, $10 here to support my guys. Big Gargoyle Gang and Big G Squad in the building. Thank you so much for that, Mig. Mr. Youngblood, $20. G Squad in the house. Thanks, Slim, for all the motivation. Absolutely, bro. I'm motivated just listening, bro. You guys think you're motivated watching? I'm here listening like, damn.
Holy smokes.
And then Mike Sinatra, $10. And guys, I apologize that we didn't read the super chats during the stream, bro, but we can't interrupt the story like that, bro.
You
Like,
can't.
yeah, so guys, I appreciate you being patient.
Thank you.
You can't.
Mike Sinatra, $10. After all you've been through, what made you still stay after you got on your feet? I would have moved to a different country. 5 passport lifestyle.
What made, you want me to answer that right now?
It's up to you, bro, if you want. Yeah.
What made me stay after I got on my feet? You talking about as far as like with basketball, YouTube?
I think that's what he means. Yeah. Why didn't you just leave the U.S. and once you got back on your feet?
Shit, because that's a leap of faith in itself. Yeah. Shit, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what's going on or nothing. It was just hard enough moving from Minnesota to L.A. Yeah. And honestly, to keep it all the way real with y'all, if I could have did and stayed in Minnesota and made the money I made and grew the platform I grew while being in Minnesota, God knows, Lord knows I would have stayed in Minnesota. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But the thing was, is in order to elevate and do this shit, you got to consistently take leaps of faith. You got to consistently put all that money on the line to get everything you want back in return.
Facts.
And also, leaving a comfort zone.
Yes.
You're comfortable there.
100%.
Things have to plateau at some point.
Yeah.
So what's the next step? Out of my comfort zone. I got to move.
Yeah, but look what you got to do that, though. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
How many people, and my dog, MrOrganik, knows, and we talked about this shit even when I was moving to LA. Like, how many people, these people say they want some shit, right?
Yeah.
You want to go after it, you want to get it all, you want to be rich, you want to get generational wealth, you want to own property, you want to do all this shit. Well, do what it take to get it, right?
Yeah.
Because me going to LA, look at what all had to happen in order for me to do that.
Sacrifice.
Yeah. My last relationship gone, brother.
Gone.
You know what I'm saying? Motherfucker can't move accordingly with you. And this is one of the hardest things. I had the G Squad run to me in Atlanta, and I don't mean to get sidetracked, but he asked me what was the hardest thing that I've had to do since I became successful, like going from where I've been, like, you know, relatively successful to what I'm at now. Like, what was the hardest thing? And the hardest thing is leaving motherfuckers behind, man. That shit is hard. It's harder than people will ever know. And then what you find out about is it's the motherfuckers closest to you.
Yeah.
You be like, damn, like people that you could never ever envision leaving your side, gone. And then you look up some days, you're like, damn, motherfucker really gone. You know what I'm saying? It don't matter if it's a fucking ex. It don't matter if it's your dad, mom, brother, sister, cousin, uncle. It be motherfuckers close to you, friends. And you be like, damn, some motherfuckers, and Snoop Dogg talked about it one time real good with A$AP Rocky. He's talking about closing the gap. He said he was trying to pull people up, and the more he went up, he started to realize, like, as he's trying to pull people up, motherfuckers are trying to pull him down.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So you got to let go of motherfucking hands and close the gap, because every time you go up, the gap become bigger and bigger between you and them. You know what I'm saying? So the more you elevate, the more successful you become. For the people that ain't doing nothing and they can't ride with you and can't adapt to who you're becoming and what you're doing, you got to leave them behind. That shit is extremely fucking hard.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So for the people out there that say they want something, go fucking do it and stop talking. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
Damn, man. Carlos Lopez, $10. I'm learning about LLC and this man talking like an expert. This guy's inspiring me to buy real estate. Absolutely, man. Get
Appreciate
in it, bro.
you, champ.
Get in it. And then Matthew Bentwick, $5. Shout out to Tallguy Car Reviews and all the G Squad. Thank you. Slayus, $9.50. Your story is powerful and needs to be shared. Get a book, bro. You don't realize the power you have to change lives. Thank you so much.
Appreciate it.
And that's from Siluous 950. Yep. King J, $20. That man's a real G. Oh, wait, a real ninja G. She found a way through them hard times. Glory to God. He can get anybody through the worst. Support y'all, man, for real.
Boom, thank you.
Streets of Riot.
Appreciate you.
$10. See, girls, don't be going through this kind of adversity in life. That's why they can't believe when they get rejected or someone tells them they're wrong. Yeah, man. Men are made, bro. Genghis Khan, $5 in the workplace. How do I deal with aggressive female managers or coworkers that are disruptive that want to test you? Hey, man, that's not the topic for today.
You don't.
Yeah, you just don't, bro. Meg, $10 here to support my big guys, Big Gargoyle Gang and Big G Squad in the building. Thanks so much.
Shout out to Meg.
Mr. Youngblood, $20. G Squad in the house. Thanks, Slim, for all the motivation.
Sure.
Boom.
And yeah, and then we got Chris Childs, $15. Just want to show my support. Shout out from Shekopee Ski Yuma. Is that Ski Yuma? Yeah.
I don't know what that is, bro.
I don't know what that is, but is that cool?
You know, one of the things that I see with all the G Squad in the building, man, and this is one thing I always want people comfortable being like, look at how my nigga MrOrganik is, right? Look at him and look at me, right? That's a nigga that exudes confidence. He's a motherfucker that he rich, he got a bag, he doing this, he doing that. Even the way he dressed, fly nigga shit, right? Everything that he got going on that makes him him is his God-given abilities, right? And one of the biggest God-given abilities I got is I always want to make people feel comfortable, and I believe that's why God put me in this position. I always want people comfortable to be them. You know what I'm saying? So it's like that's some shit I feel like people don't talk about enough. You know what I'm saying? Just being comfortable being you. Like, okay, let's say, for instance, with the streets, all the shit I did, right? The thing is I tapped out to it. I realized, I said, damn, I ain't a good criminal, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not a good criminal. And being honest with yourself and keeping it a buck. You know what I'm saying? Like, damn, motherfucker goddamn locked up. I told him I goddamn sorry. What the fuck am I doing? You know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't built for this shit. And just keeping it pure and transparent with yourself. And one thing I've learned is when you can keep it pure with yourself and transparent with yourself, you could do it with the world.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because you at peace with yourself.
Yeah.
You know, he also said something one time. He said, R.I.P. to Nip, man. Nigga said, he gave so much game throughout the years. He was like, would you rather, he said he read something one time. He said, would you rather be at war with the world and at peace with yourself, or at peace with yourself and at war with the world? I said, damn.
Yeah.
That's some real shit, because I am at peace with myself. It don't matter how much people hate me, talk shit, whatever. I'm at peace with myself, my nigga, and I've been able to do that through the shit that I've been through. So I always want to make people feel like, cool just being you. Everybody not gonna be like this nigga. You know what I'm saying? That's not attainable. You know what I'm saying? Like, but you can be yourself. You know what I'm saying?
It's very important. A lot of people try to become who they're not because they want to fit in or they want to look a certain way. Look, this is who I am, bro. We talk about our L's on the show all the time. I'm not perfect. I made some fuck ups. I did some wrong shit. Like, I'm not jacked or whatever. But this is me. Take it or leave it. Yeah.
Yep. And you have things that nigga don't got. He has things that you don't got.
Yeah.
Right? The best thing that we all got is what God gave us, and we all unique. If we weren't made to be different, we would all look the same, be goddamn everything, right? But we were made exactly how we are to be exactly who we're supposed to be.
Yeah.
And the quicker you can tap into who you really are, the better off you'll be, man. And the better off everybody who will be around you. If you constantly lying to yourself, you constantly being in denial, what you think you're going to be like with people, with your friends, with your mothers, with your brothers, with your sisters, with your significant other, with your kids. You're going to teach them the same shit.
Yeah.
So it's like I had to learn this shit myself. I went through prison, I hit rock bottom, and I said, man, something's fucking wrong with me, man. I got some real mental fucked up shit going on. I got to find myself. And I had to reel it the fuck back in. And I'm blessed, and I thank God every day for making me go to prison, because it was the best thing that ever happened to me, but it was also the worst thing that ever happened to me. You know what I'm saying? But it was definitely one of the best. You know what I'm saying? So I thank God for that. And then prison was a blessing for me. I needed that. I deserve that. You know what I'm saying?
Damn, that's real, man.
For sure.
Man, real quick, I'll hit some of these super chats. Samishi, $5. This is a hell of a story, man. My God, if this isn't inspirational, nothing is. Love the knowledge, too. Thanks. Thank you, Samishi. Shout out to Samishi, by the way, guys. He's the one that's responsible for the timestamps that you guys are seeing right now.
Shout out to him.
The detailed timestamps, man, which we're going to have him right up after this, because you guys need to watch
man.
this interview, bro,
Appreciate
and
it,
rewatch it. So thank you, Samishi, so much for that help. Aman Sharma, $20. This show hit home for me today. I make $50K per year, but took a leap of faith on crypto and put everything on the line. Now I'm on track to becoming a millionaire by next year with Charlie's from Cultivate Crypto Help.
What the fuck I'm talking
Thank
about.
you, Aman Sharma. I appreciate that, bro. Shout out to Cultivate Crypto. JWB19, $20. Yo, long time Tallguy car review subscriber since the 41 hoop days. And just want to say the level of growth this man has taken and just his come up has been legendary. Funny thing, it all started with a car. What a life.
Yeah, appreciate you, champ.
Facts, man.
All right.
So
my dog, MrOrganik, with me every step of the way, man.
So
and we're gonna have him tomorrow for a solo show as well, MrOrganik. So stay
you're gonna
tuned for
hear
that
his
one.
story as well.
Oh, his shit gonna be crazy. And I'm gonna tell you, like, even though he's not an obtainable nigga to be, he's a nigga that's inspirational. He's motivational.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, if a motherfucker, if this says everything about a person's character, if you look at that nigga and you feel some sort of way about that nigga, it says everything more about you
Yeah.
than it does him.
Yeah.
The nigga's all he doing is being him.
Yep.
Remember what I just told you about God's gifts? God gave him that. He's that way for a reason. You know what I'm saying? And if you're not inspired, motivated by that nigga, man, something wrong with you.
Facts.
And if some people can take offense or defense or whatever, or you know what I mean, get offensive when how you talk, but it just wasn't meant for you then. You know
I
what I'm
love
saying?
it, bro. Me and
Move
him are
to
the same.
next.
Me and him are the
That's
same,
my
bro.
nigga.
Like, you know what I'm saying? So
100%.
shout out to Mr. Organik.
The drive to the airport, he spit some wisdom, bro. I was like, damn, that's some real shit. Like,
Yeah.
He's a real dude, man. You are too, bro. So
Thank
that's
you,
what it
bro.
is.
That nigga genius though. He got a lot of shit going on in that fucking brain, and he says so much. It's fucking hard to retain all that shit to even be that way. That's why I say like he's exactly who he is, who God made him to be.
The merch
You know what I
king.
mean?
Yeah.
That nigga more than just that. That nigga, he that nigga like you know Batman utility belt. You don't never know what's on that nigga utility belt. Every time it's some new shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Every time he come out, new Batmobiles, new different gadgets and shit. That's his brain. That's who he is.
And I want to say this real quick, guys. Guys, please like the video, man. Like the video, guys, because we didn't want to stop the interview to get the likes up. But like the video, man. And yeah, man. So real quick, guys. Slim, where can the people find you?
Yeah.
Man, you can find me on Love and Slim on YouTube. You know what I'm saying? You can find me on Love and Slim on Instagram. You know, it's me and my fiance's YouTube channel on Instagram. You can find me on Tallguy Car Reviews on YouTube. You can find me on Tallguy Car Reviews on Instagram. You can find me Corey Barrett, one word, on Snapchat. You know, but I'm gonna let y'all know right now. I'm not like, dude. I'm not a social. I do social media, but I'm not good at navigating through social media and spending a lot of time. I don't let social media consume me. So I be wanting to respond and see people's messages, man. But that shit is a job in itself. Just even going through that shit.
Yeah.
And where can they get the merch?
Tallguycarreviews.com, man. Appreciate that. You know what I'm saying? You go to tallguycarviews.com. I got some real limited top of the mook shit coming.
That's some new shit coming. Oh, that shit's fire.
We saw
It's gonna be top level.
We saw it, man.
Yeah.
And we and all the links are gonna be below, guys, so that you guys can fuck with Tallguy. And man, anything else, bro? Before we
Nah,
give you the
man.
last word, bro.
Nah, I
That was an
appreciate y'all
amazing
just having
interview,
me.
bro. Thank you so much,
Nah,
man.
for sure, bro.
Like,
You know what I'm saying?
seriously.
For real, man.
Wow.
Yo, real talk.
Talk about
appreciate y'all having
inspiration,
me.
bro.
Okay, guys, we got another late night show happening right now with MrOrganik and some girls again. Tomorrow we have him solo, and then find us on Patreon as well.
Yeah, patreon.com/FreshFit.
also, you have
But
a clip
fuck
channel.
our shit, bro. Get Tallguy stuff, man.
Yeah.
I ain't even.
No, man. I just
Right
appreciate y'all having me to even have
Yeah.
a platform to even talk about this. And I fuck with y'all so much. And I think it shows in how I just talked on y'all platform.
Yeah.
I've talked about things I've never talked about on my channel or anybody's platform for that matter. I fuck with y'all. I fuck how sturdy y'all. I fuck with how sturdy y'all are. How y'all came through. How y'all laid out the red carpet for me and my niggas. Not just me and my nigga MrOrganik, but me and my fiance, my dog Sway Media, Fareed. You know what I'm saying? Just everybody, like how y'all came through and showed love with that. That was huge. You know what I'm saying? So
Nah, bro, it was an honor, like, to
Yeah.
host you for this interview and for you to, like, just be real with us like that, bro. Like,
Sure.
that means a lot to us, man.
Yo,
So-
you know
Likewise.
those inspirational videos on YouTube that like with the sad music?
Yeah.
We need to clip his.
Yeah, bro. Like, yeah, man. Like, nah, like,
Yeah,
dude,
it was-
like,
yeah.
At this point, like, I'm about to go to the gym right after this, man. Like, goddamn, like, this is
Inspiration.
crazy, bro. Like, I don't want to hear nobody fucking cry.
Nobody.
after this.
100%.
You know what I'm saying? Oh, I'm fat. I'm out of shape.
life is hard.
Life is hard. Like, nah, man. After that story, like, man.
Brickle's ranting too hard on Brickle.
I
You know?
mean,
She
speaking
won't
of,
talk to
you
me.
was just talking about the gym. Like even like I always tell people, like the insecurities in that you have, some of the ones are man made, right? So if we're talking about our body, like you're saying, oh, I'm fat, right?
Yeah.
The thing is like we all got insecurities that we're born with from the beginning, and we have the insecurities that are attached to us that we gain going through life,
Yeah.
right? So whether it's relationships, whether it's friends or whatever, we'll gain insecurities, whether it's parents, whatever, we'll gain insecurities from experiences, right? But then we also got some that we were born with, and we're like, man, I wish I had this, or I wish I had that, right? So you got different levels of insecurities that you go through with life. And then you got different insecurities when you get old and your metabolism slow down like us, right?
Yeah.
And then next thing you're like, damn, this shit's getting a little loose around here, you know what I'm saying? But the things is we should try to fix as many of those as we can if they're something we can change, right? Some of those things are mental. Some of those demons and shit, you'll never get rid of those. So it'll be forever lifelong battles. You know what I'm saying? But something like weight, we can do that,
Yeah.
right?
we fix that.
Something like getting money, we can do that.
Yeah.
Getting a car, we can do that, my nigga.
Yeah.
All the things that we can do, we should be doing. You know what I'm saying? Or at least trying our best to do every day. You know what I'm saying? I was in the motherfucking gym earlier. That shit ain't no easy feat, brother. So
2-3 hours.
Yes, 100%. And I'm just now getting to the point where I'm starting to look goddamn a little decent. You know what I'm saying? But I used to be fully fucking shredded. Then I fell in love with my baby. Goddamn, got embarrassing and fat and chubby and lost my abs, everything. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But now it's a different type of journey. Now it's like, okay, you could get comfortable because I'm in a relationship. Oh, she love me. Oh, she think I look good no matter what. And fall off. But nah, stay right. You know what I'm saying? Because getting right is harder than staying right. You know what I'm saying? Facts. And I'm dealing with this shit right now. So I just say everybody should deal with the shit that they can deal with and eliminate as many man-made insecurities as you can. Bang. Now, the other shit, deal with it. Live with it. Battle it every day. And don't ever give up the fight.
Damn, man. And with that, guys, we will catch you, man.
Later on.
All Tallguys, the links are going to be below, guys. Fuck with them, man. YouTube, merch, all that, man. TallGuyCarReviews.com.
So YouTube, we'll be back in like, what, an hour or two?
An hour or so.
Twitch, we'll be back as well. So stay tuned for it.
All right, guys.
In
Peace.
a minute.
Peace.